Honk. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvonauts. Welcome, everybody, to a Tuesday evening stream. Welcome to June 16th. We are already midway through June, which is a little bit staggering, but we are here, and the time has come for us to return to the land of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney, the amazing, awesome game that is being represented by the incredible crew, the Arvocalists, and we are all here, and we are all ready for your education and entertainment over the next few hours. I hope everyone is doing well and is looking forward to what I hope will be an awesome stream today. Hello, Mrs. Dunsel. Good to see everybody. Please spread the word about the stream. I've already talked about this earlier, so I will say again, if you haven't done so already, please follow the channel. Please check out the YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord with !ArvCord, Twitter with !ArvTweets, all of that on my website, arvanellarun.com. The shop is !ArvShop. Thank you, Coven Guy, where you can find merchandise for Adventures in Middle-earth, which we did earlier today, and Infinity and Beyond Curse of Strahd, which we did last Saturday, and so on. And then we have !ArvTreon, that is the Patreon, currently sitting at 343. Would love to see that go north of that number as well. And last but certainly not least, of course, the sub button right above that video window. Had a couple more people that subbed and resubbed today, so please consider jumping on board and doing that as well, so you can use those awesome custom emotes and sub badges and all that good stuff, and you can help do things like inspire the players and all that stuff with both the Patreon and with the sub button. Last, of course, the publishing stuff. !Icarus is the graphic novel Icarus and Jelinek, coming out late June to mid-July, so somewhere in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Very excited about that. Again, the art and everything is looking amazing, and I cannot wait for that to be released. And then we have got !Library, Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, currently $10, less than $10 actually, $9.98 to be exact, on DriveThruRPG. It is one sale away from becoming a silver seller, which would be pretty awesome, so please jump on board with that. That is my D&D 5th edition adventure and source book with many contributions from other authors. And !Grayshade KS with details about my Grayshade Kickstarter, more about that coming soon as well. And last but certainly not least, of course, I want to mention BLM, Black Lives Matter. This is extremely important, and I have been putting up, adjusting that link. That one that we have right now is, I think, the best one, because that link has been updated repeatedly, but I'm continuing to add and remove things as need be, and I will continue to do that. Again, justice does not stop. A push for justice does not stop simply because it's been a couple of weeks, and so now we supposedly get tired of stuff and go on to other things. That's not the way we're doing things. It's very important to keep pushing forward and to continue to support the moves for justice, and the way that we do that is by having this happen. So please consider going over there and making that happen. I wonder what that sound was. And I think that's the only thing I need to mention other than just schedule. Tonight we have Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we've got D&D, Community D&D with Dragon of Icespire Peak, starring Shadowed Mage with Echo Alpha X5, Hoodie, and Rockod, all joining us tomorrow evening. Then we have Thursday off, and then Friday it is Kingdoms of Amalur, and Saturday D&D with viewers. So that's what we've got going on for the rest of the week, and that's good. But today we have got time for more laughs and shenanigans. So I'm going to
turbulent homes.
Whoops, I did it the wrong way. First, I'm going to unmute myself so that they know that we're ready to go. And then I'm going to unmute them. And then I'm going to head over to show you the amazing crew of the Arvocalists. That's right. They are here. They are ready to go. And they are sitting next to the Write Anything agency, because...
So not everybody I went to school with came from a broken home, but enough of them came from a broken home that I can understand why they ended up becoming axe murderers. So it was... Oh, hi, Arv. How are you? It's nice to...
I think that perfectly sums up the conversation we had.
Yeah, I'm just like,
so
okay,
that
was, that's great.
Just don't marry one. That's what, if anything, that's what we learned from Mike Myers. So,
that's absolutely the case. I hope everyone is doing well.
That's what we learned from Mike Myers?
Yeah. Oh, not Mike Myers. No, it was Mike Myers.
No, I'm just saying, like, in the grand scheme of all the things we learned during a Mike Myers movie.
Yeah. Well, we also learned how to Twitch stream from him, because essentially he was the first one who ever did it.
Oh,
so.
Wow. That's... You make a good point. The whole crew is here. We are ready to go. Yes. That dismount. We're going to start with the person who is top of the column and probably in the
Double
closest
Greg
to Rob.
Louganis off the
so
top of that one.
That.
Yeah, let's go.
And that, of course, is the amazing Little Red Dot. Dot, how are you? How's life in the universe with you?
I don't think she knew she was first.
I did not realize I was going to be up first, Arv. Way to catch a girl by surprise. I'm Little Red Dot. I am here for our vocalist.
No, please, you can stop there. That's fine.
I am
here.
It'll be better than anything we say.
location. Now we just need motive and the weapon.
I am here. Yeah, right. I'm excited to be back to see what possible shenanigans might ensue when nothing but justice is on the case.
Might Ginsu knife.
Yes, it is going to be good times. This is always a blast, so I'm very excited to have Dot with us. And when you don't see Dot there, you will see Dot on Masters of the Dungeon on my channel, and you will see her as part of the Curse of Strahd D&D with Infinity and Beyond, which we just saw this past Saturday. We will also see Dr. Laser Falcon subscribing with Twitch Prime. Who's that guy? Thank you very much, Russ. I appreciate it. Thank you.
He's the man with the glasses.
So much.
I made it to 9 months out of 3 years. I'm getting there.
9 months. It's true. It's true. That means you also have the coveted, I think it's the silver. No, it's the bronze badge. You have the coveted bronze badge at 9 months. So let me tell you, at that year you get the silver badge, but right now you have that coveted 9-month bronze feather. So thank you, Russ. I appreciate that. But always good to see Dot. Also good to see someone else who is, of course, in the Curse of Strahd campaign, and that is our good friend Rob, who today is looking very purple. Very purplish today.
Yes.
I see a lot of purple.
I didn't put a lot of effort into what the lights were colored. I just sort of said, hey, they're on. Let's go.
How's life with you, Rob?
We deserve to be in a 90s hacker movie.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
Look, I've been aspiring to be an extra or main or like secondary character in the Hackers movie since Hackers came out.
That's
so.
true.
I love that movie. It's a guilty pleasure.
It really is fantastic.
You need Christian Slater or somebody with,
I love when they're playing like the knockoff like pre-alpha Wipeout game on an arcade system. You're just like, where's that game? Oh wait, they made that much better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right.
Exactly.
Like, there's a lot of wonderful moments in that piece of work.
Exactly right. Thank you, Coven by the way, for the tier 2 resub 11 months. Thank you, Coven. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I love the smell of sub chains in the morning. Thank you, or in the evening, whatever it is. Thank you, Coven. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, man.
Since we mentioned that amazing piece of filmic legendary history work, I will say in the words of Fisher Stevens, never fear, I is here. And yeah, so hello everyone, GC Darkside Rob, good to see all of you. I am a lot of things to a lot of people. I'll let you just simmer on that one for now. I'm kidding. Twitch.tv/GC Darkside Rob. I do music production, video editing, voiceover work, and other silliness on my channel, on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, on other places. Check out all the links on my Twitch page because that's the easiest way to find out about them. I posted some new videos on YouTube the other day, posted some stuff on Instagram today, and I have some new music that I'm working on, and I'm currently playing through, I don't know, lots of stuff on my channel. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at a hour that exists within the 24 that exists. Is when I usually start. So follow me on Twitter to find out when that is because it's the random cast. We don't do schedules. And yeah, I'm excited to be here and do I'm really selling this today, aren't I? And do the I'm excited to be here and read this, do the script reading thing, the cold read video games stuff, yakety schmackety that we do here. So I'm probably going to continue to be playing a German person that was taught English by way of Britain or some part of Europe, so it will probably not sound German at all. Deal with it, and maybe some other characters that will, I don't know, we'll find out. It's watch the stream. We'll learn you.
Thank you
for being here.
Thank you, Rob, and thank you to Coven Guy for the 5 gift sub bomb. Holy cow!
Hell yeah, Coven.
A tier 1 sub to Video Store Cowboy, a tier 1 sub to you Christensen, a tier 1 sub to Jagtress, a tier 1 sub to Amanda Geddon, and a tier 1 sub to the Gamer Main. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that, Coven. Thank you.
I'm happy that my rambling inspired you to gift 5 subs.
He's just like, you know, Rob, you're right. Here, have 5
I
gift
need to,
subs.
no, what he went was, I need to shut this man up here. Maybe if I sub, it will stop him from talking.
With the blast Final Fantasy video
Love you,
music.
Coven.
No, you were the inspiration. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it. Again, Coven,
thank you so much.
You are the wind
beneath
man.
my Twitch streams.
Oh, you want to give out the pride emotes, Coven? That's also a good reason. Listen,
That's a very good reason.
I will absolutely take. Now you have the pair.
That's a
I will
very
take
good
that
reason.
easily. Thank you, Coven. Seriously, I appreciate that. And thanks, Rob. I am very excited to have you on board as always. And I am also excited
to be here.
Also excited to have Zach on board, who is sitting in his accustomed seat in the judge's chair. Although right now we're doing the investigation part, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. You may be doing a lot of the Shark Man with the shark hair.
Oh
thing.
yes.
I have a feeling that
it is my destiny.
Zach, how have you been? How's life in the universe with you, sir? And what's going on with you?
I've been good. I'm just a guy who does things. Managed to get up and.
He's just a sailor boy. He said, "See you later, boy."
Yeah.
I feel like we're all just people today, Arv.
Everybody's just dropping
bringing
themselves
to the table.
down.
I'm gonna be honest.
I breathe oxygen and I'm on the planet living.
There's honestly no bigger introduction. I got a kill streak in Battlefront 2 today.
Battlefront 2.
It's the small things, man. You know.
Man.
So.
Are you excited for Rogue Squadron?
I don't know. I'm not.
Okay,
I've never been much of a space. I've never been much of a vehicle-based game person.
Oh, TIE Fighter was so good though.
And we're still trying to chase down that
like,
feeling ever since.
Yeah.
We're still trying to chase down that brass ring.
I am. Let's see. I'm excited for Last of Us 2. I still have to finish Last of Us 1, but yeah, you get it. I'm just a guy today, so I'm ready to be the judge and hang out with you guys and to see where this story goes. That's about it.
That's good stuff. Although I do have to say that although as Lone Wolf points out, he got rid of the Tower of Doom. He did replace it. Tower of Dread actually.
Oh yeah.
But he did replace it with a digital marimba, which sounds awesome. Can I just say?
Wait, you got rid of the Jenga tower?
Oh my gosh, I was so digging that
And
the other night.
I have a MIDI marimba now. That's why
it's so good. Oh man.
Oh, but the Jenga tower was such a genius idea.
I know.
But MIDI marimba though.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
what do you mean, Mr. Musician? It's awesome.
I imagine every time it fell, it was bugging the hell out of people. So
yeah.
You live with roommates, right?
Well, kind of, but more the fact that I would have to interrupt my stream every time it happened. Like, oh, someone subscribed. Let me get up and stop the thing that I'm streaming and go pull a block, which can take 5 seconds or it can take 5 minutes.
Everybody's taking it to see if it falls. It was genius.
But, there's a billion reasons. The main reason really being a MIDI marimba is now in its spot.
So good.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
There you go.
But yeah,
I'm
ready.
Music.
I got my Ace Attorney soundtrack playing in the background. I'm officially good to go.
Awesome. I am excited for that. And last but certainly not least, someone who does not have a MIDI marimba, as far as I know, although I'm sure it's on his want list. And that, of course, is Mr. Russ Goodman.
Possibly a Screaming Child, which is just as musical.
I was going to say.
Or a fire truck. Your timing is perfect.
Yeah. Woo!
No, I thought that was actually a Screaming Child.
Lulu is upping the ante. She's just like, I'm that person.
I trained her to scream like a fire truck. Helps keep away the criminals in the neighborhood.
There's a future in that. That's a voiceover career right there. Okay, scream like a fire truck.
I'm just a person. I'm just a dad.
Someone across the street
kid had to be a fire truck.
And then you're like, don't worry, you bring out your daughter.
I've got this covered.
I've got this covered.
Yeah. Fires can be put out by deterrents. I don't know if you know that.
Yep. Really?
Scare 'em.
I didn't realize
Scare 'em
that.
with the noise. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. How have you been otherwise, Russ?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I enjoyed the pandemic portion of the apocalypse more than the city's burning portion of the apocalypse, but I feel pretty chill. Pretty chill in either. Pretty good.
We are here to
Just people are. We're just
we're
people.
just people. Oh man, I look forward to seeing how these people are going to produce things. I've got my Law and Order thing ready to go, and so we're good to go. So we are here with what I think is, I couldn't remember if this was after the first day of trial or after the second day of trial. But either way,
we've been to a lot of trials. We don't know anymore.
It was a long trial, but I think it was the first day of trial. It
might have been just the first day. Yeah.
And I don't even remember who's guilty. Do you guys remember who's guilty?
Well, we know
We're
that
all
it's
guilty.
What's her face, the one who supposedly doesn't speak English,
playing this
but
game.
then does.
We're
We are
all a
all
little bit
guilty
responsible
of
here.
playing
We're all
this game.
All our fault.
Guilty as charged. All right, let's get into it. And
I'm
here we go. July 9th.
Arv is the main
2:12 p.m.
perpetrator.
Right, anything agency.
Opposed to the wrong anything
Oh, that's
agency.
me. Hey, Apollo.
Starting off on a high note, I see.
Yeah,
What?
you know it.
What?
Well, actually nothing.
Then you just cut to
Nailed
another
it.
scene.
Here we
Ting,
go.
ting. It's amazing. These are like scenes
And
I did as a
that's
kid
all
when I
you
was
need to know about Trucy.
when I started
There you
writing
go.
plays.
Character from what we've had.
I literally had a scene which was just the curtain rises, family is eating. One of the characters says to the other one, "That was a great meal." Curtain closes. Literally no reason for the scene to exist
I love that
at all.
You know,
Oh my gosh.
actually nothing.
Okay, hold on one second. Shadow, I don't remember the other one you did unless I missed it, but
I mean, something. Or maybe not.
come on, spit it out.
This is some
Out
Oscar-worthy
with it.
Thinking,
writing
give
right
me
here.
time.
The suspense is giving me an ulcer.
Doesn't happen much. Well, the trial today, I was thinking, like I said,
Were you?
you give it a score. What score would you give it?
Score?
Tuesday.
Gee,
Monday.
I guess
give
I
it-
would.
Mondays.
Tuesday out of 7.
Or maybe,
The
well,
Star Wars soundtrack. That's what.
I'm just as bad as you. That's not true, by the way. I'm not just as bad.
See, it's so vague.
Clearly. Machi avoided a guilty verdict, which is something.
Machi.
Though I can't say I'm any less confused about the case.
Me neither. Thought that when we hit this.
Oh, good lord.
I asked
this guy.
Interpol about that number.
That's awesome. Wait, hold on one second. Shadow gave me...
I'm holding on.
Oh. Is that...
Did you get that thing I sent you?
I'm wondering what...
JJ.
Have you done it, Mr. Krabs? Have you done the thing?
Burn man.
I wonder if maybe I missed...
Muka.
I love me some
Like the music
SpongeBob.
in the background.
Oh, I put-
and stuff.
Okay, you know what? I put the wrong... Okay. This is my fault. I put the
I'm
wrong
still waiting
overlay
for
on.
his-
SpongeBob. And he
All right,
didn't.
hang on
Still
one
waiting for
second, everybody. I
Spidey to like-
forgot that I had a better overlay.
That's how this case ends. The
This
onesie
overlay.
the onesie just attacks him.
All right, hang on a
No,
second.
but-
I got to come up with a better overlay because
Don't
Shadow
worry.
is 100% right. This is better. And I forgot that he had given me this awesome, even awesomer
A
overlay.
more awesomer overlay.
More awesomer overlay. So
But
hold
just
on one
imagine
second.
If
But we're just people, Are we
If
really?
Ryan-
I think
picked up
people
his sweater all
deserve
the
this
way.
overlay. People are people, Dot. So how can it be
People are people.
that you and I
People's
can
okay,
treat
Shadow.
ourselves so awfully?
People's is people's.
Just peoples.
Okay, good. I got that. Let me just fix with the
Bad
window.
peoples.
1 second.
What is people's?
And normally I would do this while other people were going, but since I have to be pressing play to actually keep this going, I can't do that.
do it,
Do it.
Do it now.
in the words of Palpatine, do it.
Wipe them all out.
He has some words.
Okay. You
Occasionally.
disrupted the stream. No, you improved the stream, Shadowed.
Yes.
It was my fault for forgetting.
Trucy's
what
still
did-
thinking. Don't worry about it. She needs a moment.
Yes. What did
Yes,
we
exactly,
disrupt really?
original.
We disrupted Trucy. That's
We disrupted Trucy.
which is
Wait,
really not a
That's
disruption. I mean, can
saying
we be honest
nothing.
here? Like,
I think it really depends on the day
Yeah.
and time. But
Tec-
today,
yeah. Technically,
today
this,
she's thinking.
this scene doesn't exist. It's a flashback. You're not even interrupting anything that actually is happening.
It's true.
she's been thinking about this moment
Just the time
for
space
4
continuum.
weeks.
We're inside her mind.
Yeah, we're inside Trucy's mind. You've just done. You've just put it on
Very
pause.
thinking.
black and white.
Appearing everywhere.
panties should appear everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Her mind is like a treadmill on 2 miles per hour.
If you all could just keep vamping hilariously like you're doing, that would be really great.
That's basically
Well,
what we do for
I
this
just
entire
noticed
stream.
how the flags in the background have nothing on them.
Yeah, I imagine that they're actually just gray.
Well,
They're
yeah,
just
which makes me
gray
curious.
pieces of fabric.
When
Here
we
in
actually return to the
Greytopia,
courtroom,
we-
what
Yes,
color
they're-
will they be?
These are actually these flags have been sent here from Pleasantville.
Oh
They
man,
just exist here.
there's a reference.
Oh God, I love Pleasantville. Such
Yeah,
a
it was good.
movie.
It is a good movie.
I was watching Law and
And-
Order the other day and saw a young William H. Macy, and I was like, aha! Aha! I mean, he was in everything, but just seeing him in a role where he isn't doing something slightly bizarre, like in Pleasantville or in what do you call it, in Fargo.
I've had to follow 6 or 7 years of him on Shameless, so that's all I see of Bill Macy. now.
That's fair enough. He was
I'm just
also,
like,
wasn't he
I
in
can't.
what is it, Mystery Men? What the heck is the one with the?
Yes.
He's in that too,
Yes.
right?
He played the shovel, the shoveler,
What?
He played the
shoveler,
shovel. That's
yeah.
right, he did.
Shoveler.
He did. That's
Oh,
right.
or
Okay.
the yeah. It was either Shovel Man or the Shoveler.
It's the Shoveler, yeah. That's
I
a
think it is the
classic
shovel.
movie for
By the
you
way,
youngins.
Mystery Men is a wow. That is a great movie that no one remembers because
Watched it the other night. It's a great flick.
but it was a critical bomb. It did,
Well,
Was it
when
really?
have we ever liked listening to critics?
and
It
considering
was
this
before
this
the superhero era. Of
Yes.
movies.
Correct.
True,
Correct.
true.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was, and there are a bunch of movies from that right before that period that are like probably better and deserve more credit than they got, but have just been forgotten to time because we get a new Marvel movie every 6 months now. But yeah,
Okay.
Mystery Men, you should all go check that out if you can find it. It's got to be on streaming somewhere, but I actually haven't looked for it in a while.
Ben Stiller,
Great
Gene
movie.
Garofalo, Damon Wayans.
Gene Garofalo.
Great
No,
cast,
Marlon
yeah.
Wayans? Damon
No,
Wayans?
no, there wasn't
One of
I
the
don't-
Wayans.
I don't think there's a
David Allen Greer? Who was it?
Dave. Yes, it was David Allen.
Dave
Greer.
Chappelle. Was there? Do
Yes.
we have any
Who was
idea?
that?
No, I don't. Yeah. Greg Kinnear in maybe one of his weirdest
Oh
roles
my
he's ever
gosh,
done as
Greg
like
Kinnear. I
the
completely forgot
body
about that.
hero in that.
All right, there we
which
go.
was
Yep.
really
This
like,
is
not
much
what I
much
would've-
better. Thank you very much, Shadow. I appreciate that. I had completely forgotten that that I had this on
What
here.
other
So my
thing?
apologies. Sorry to everyone that I
Oopsies.
made wait. On we go.
Look, everybody can say whatever they want about the Marvel videos, but the Marvel movies. But let me tell you right now, if you don't go and watch The Mask, not The Mask, the Shadow, you're doing it wrong.
Ah,
Go
The
watch
Shadow
The Shadow.
knows.
That's a good movie.
Okay.
I love it.
It
All
was-
right.
yeah, it was
So
good.
you asked Interpol about that number. Goes the question, or so the statement.
No, I didn't.
I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing.
Nope.
IPXX314206.
Intriguing is the word
Darian,
for
did
it.
you just turn into a fax machine? I'm hearing
Romain Latouche was the agent.
And the victim,
Oh, it's
Mr.
the lettuce
Latouche,
guy.
who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent named Russ Guberman, the greatest voice. No,
Interpol agent.
what a mess.
me. I was the agent.
We don't have any idea what he was investigating.
It was the
Well, true.
Latouche.
But we know who shot him now.
My hat.
Lamira Moray told the whole court. Oh. French, right. Wait. That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it.
Isn't it like French by way of
That
Turkmenistan or something?
Voice I heard. I talked to Mr. Latouche when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Duran.
Duran.
Durine.
It's another mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries.
I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion.
No. No.
No, that you mentioned
Now,
it.
I said before, but it's really good. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around.
What, is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will, huh?
I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said.
Top secret?
Anyway, you can't just rely on him to save the day.
Yes, I can. He did it for 3 games already.
And you've got me to help you. We'll be fine.
Trucy, you go out in public
Fine.
dressed like that. So
Well, time's a wasting, as they say. How many
I
of
don't
these
know how much we
outfits
can
does
count
she
on you
have,
on
by
that
the way?
respect.
How many outfits do these does she have? Like, really? Time's a wasting, as they say. Let's investigate.
That's
She's
the
in constant
spirit.
cosplay.
All right.
Or,
Let's talk to you. What do you think about Darian did it?
oh my goodness.
Lamir War dropped a bomb in court today. It was Darian. We've just talked about this. I really think they
Was the
assume that
one-armed
everyone has
goat.
short-term memory loss.
You're like, we're a bunch of goldfish.
Well, this is very nice.
Lamira
catching yourself.
Moray said she was never forgotten a voice, right? I use words there. That's so cool.
I guess.
What's that called again?
I guess.
Profiling?
Elephant ears. I bet that's what they're called.
What?
Why?
What?
My logic is sound. I've been thinking.
Somehow
My
I don't
logic
think
is
that means
undeniable.
what you think it means. And she has to be wrong this time.
Wrong. Why?
I mean, look. First of all, GC Dark Square is hosting with Thundercats. Secondly, and very
Always doing
importantly, those gunshots were right during the concert.
That's right. But I was burning up the dance floor at the time.
I'll just say that. Right. Did you happen to look up on stage? Maybe at Darian even?
You bet I did. He's one of the Gavineers, guitarist after all. He's so cool. Oh,
Right.
Oh, that's you.
All the Gavineers have a rock-solid alibi. He couldn't have shot Mr. Latouze backstage.
But Amira Moray heard him, didn't she?
Because she's a bad liar. All right, sorry.
She heard, Darian or Durin?
I think it is. I think it's Darian.
It's
Darian.
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 The Ryan.
Yeah.
Great. She heard Darian. I'm gonna say it different every
Darian.
time now. Backstage, right?
Like La Miroir, La Mirror.
Like she never
Ra-
gets it. I've been thinking, right?
Rob, thank you for the resub, dude. Appreciate it, man.
We've been thinking too.
I've been.
Can I just
I'm-
say one thing?
Yeah.
I've been just while this entire conversation. is
Have you
going
been
on,
thinking too, Sam?
Yes, I've just been
Okay.
looking at that pasta in the background, thinking, how does that work? That's how focused.
The real mystery.
Yes.
The real mystery
the-
here is that the pasta.
It's the
did it.
believe. It's the
in a
believe it or not
previous-
pasta plate.
Yeah.
It just keeps recycling.
What if the
through
pasta
fork.
shot her? Because okay, somebody's either wrong or lying very badly here. So it's a Phoenix Wright style game as usual. Agent
Woods of
Latouze, an Interpol agent.
I was wondering again, what is Interpol, anyways?
The space
Huh?
between two poles.
Interpol, it's the spot in between one pole and the other. Yeah, they're the guys who catch international criminals. Only guys. Women are not allowed to be in Interpol. It's just guys.
Why can't they just call them international police instead of making up some silly name?
It's an excellent question, Trucy.
Keep
Yeah.
thinking, Trucy.
Anyway,
You're doing great.
You think
You're
he was
nailing it.
investigating?
You're doing
Let me
such a good job.
What?
This thinking's working out for you.
Why would anyone do that? She's not a criminal. She couldn't be.
Don't be fooled by appearances is all I'm saying. Because you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a palmed coin at 50 paces.
That's a skill.
If only it were that easy. In any case, we know he was working on something.
I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something.
That's an excellent question.
That is a hell of a sentence, Trucy.
That's something being our case. The last something, I mean.
Oh, thanks, Tristan.
Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. What was Mr. Latouze up to? Well,
Oh, that's not me.
this
I
is
don't know.
going to be...
I bet it's Phoenix Wright.
Trucy, was that another one of your tricks?
No,
It wasn't me.
Satan.
Give me your souls. I can't even make Mr. Half laugh like that.
coffee.
This guy!
Oh, finally.
All right, let's
Wherever
see.
the mundane gives way to miracles, the word is whispered.
Do you want me to keep going?
I was going to give it to Russ, actually, only because I
Okay.
wanted to make sure that Russ had answer.
Nice try. Stealing this.
Since we killed Litus.
Yeah.
Litus.
No.
Wherever the mundane gives way to miracles, a word is whispered.
Christmas.
Hey, the other day.
Who's there? I'm not pushing
It's
any
the
of
man
these.
with the mustache.
The ghost of Christmas
She looks
past.
Just
so sad.
imagine that, did we?
He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
Just because so
I don't have friends.
It's just me
We
and
meet again.
spaghetti.
Nice to meet you. Who are you?
I'm
I
Big
am
Bird.
Blue Raja, Master of Silver.
Could you please stop smirking like that?
Yes. Yes.
It's you, Uncle Valent.
Uncle Valant.
I knew they were related.
Uncle Valant? He's your uncle?
Couldn't you tell by the top hat?
No, silly. It's the great Gramere.
Gramere.
Valiant Gramere.
Valent Gramere.
Smart.
Hi.
I will butcher every name.
Grandma yar.
Magician.
Wow.
Yes, it is I, the great valiant Gramere. As seen on television.
Where's your
That is some
biceps?
epic hair right there.
It is.
Yeah.
And could
Yeah.
you please stop smirking like that?
Blades.
It's been a while, Miss Trucy. 7 years, to be exact.
I remember
That's
when
half
I was
my life.
4 and
My, how you've grown.
this is real,
Wow.
getting a little creepy.
Good to see you again, Uncle Valent.
Again, it's his uncle.
You-
Or are just insane?
You look exactly the same.
I hate to intrude, but on your line reading of mine. But what is a great magician doing paying us a visit?
I'm here to show you my blade hair.
I believe it was you who wished to see me.
Oh, that makes sense. He's the one who did it.
So, be quick with your questions. And do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite quain.
Qua?
Though my stardom may sear the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need calls. And need calls in many translations of actual English.
He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. Very yellow one.
Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. He's a magician.
His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. She's practically drooling with enthusiasm.
After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle.
Are you actually Phoenix Wright disguised, Uncle Valent? Because... Wait, what? Daddy, you mean Mr. Wright?
No, I mean, my real daddy.
What? How is this possible? Exclamation point. Trucy's real father? Let's talk about Trucy's father.
Let's talk about your daddy issues.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, the Trupegram in two grand magicians. Myself, Valant Gramus, and my partner, Zach Gramark Talks.
The conversation. I love how Shannon, while we're doing this, actually puts up an actual translation of it as if that's ever going to be listened to here. Like,
No.
like Gramares, Gramaro, Gramaran. Everyone's like, ha ha.
Valent's mini strokes every time that word comes up are far more entertaining.
And this Zach was.
Zach Quinn.
He was my real daddy.
So the guy here is your actual uncle. Why are you saying he wasn't your Trucy's father, a
I'm
magician?
a little confused. I've been thinking.
I mean, really. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea.
There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm not lonely.
I'm fine. I don't need therapy.
I am Mr. Hat. Like,
I've got my daddy after all.
I'm
And
not
you make
underage
me-
drinking. I'm perfect.
And you make me laugh, Apollo.
well, I do what I can. Glad that I'm good for comic relief, at least.
Not that I see daddy around much these days.
So you are lonely. Let's talk about Troop Gramerie.
So what you're saying is you do have a problem. Okay.
Wait, Apollo? Don't tell me you didn't know about Troop Gramarari.
Troop Gramerie?
Probably.
Grammary. So he literally just Troop Gramerie? No.
Troop Guawa.
But it does sound kind of familiar. Whoa.
Oh, lost life. Lamentably listless life.
I shall twirl my baton for you.
Do not know of the greatest troop of magicians on the planet.
Valent Gramerie. The name began to surface in my mind. It was a name I had heard on television as a child.
You bet I've heard the name.
It was an inner monologue, Trucy, really.
He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park.
And defeated Batman. Like, what is this? I was going to say, like, wait, what?
I have been
That's not a
designated
magic
as a
trick. That's
terrorist.
just dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not
and
how
he
you
made
do that.
all this gold disappear from a safe
I feel so bad for you.
and then escaped from a high security prison.
I'm waiting for the one of these that is not illegal. And then he,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
took out
Yeah.
the...
Bad for the tiny poor little kids who are at the amusement park.
Exactly.
Who are having a time.
You said he is a magician?
And possibly a terrorist.
Open the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity and law-abidingness. This
Sounds like a crime in the making.
is the true miracle of Troop Gramna.
Wait.
What, Apollo?
I do remember seeing you on television a long time ago.
You made the
Weren't
Statue
you
of
with
Liberty disappear, didn't
someone
you?
else? Like a duo?
A duo?
Yeah, you had a partner. Something Gramerie. Wait, is this...
Yes.
Oh, it's because you didn't ask this first.
We went in the wrong order.
He
of
just
course.
said this. Okay.
Yes. Revelation.
We went
Yes.
in the wrong order.
Give it to us.
Zach.
Yes.
Zach Grach.
Talk!
The judge.
A masterful maker of magic. A capable crafter of shining showmanship.
No,
I'm
that's
sorry. Can I just
very
say one
kind
thing?
of you.
I just realized something.
What?
This means that Zach Gramarova died and then came back to life as the judge and is now a judge.
That's powerful.
Conspiracy
Powerful
theory
Wow.
number one.
Hmm? Why is everyone so quiet?
Daddy.
Daddy? Huh? Oh, no way. The guy that you already said was your dad that
We
is
went
now...
in the wrong
You're
order.
getting it now. Stop thinking, Apollo. Listen.
Etch. I've been remiss.
I've got an etch.
Remembering my reasons for my respite.
Oh,
Reasons?
Two. In fact,
dos.
Ha ha ha! 2 reasons.
the first being, of course.
And the second one being maybe. Don't drop your baton. It's your source of power.
It's a great baton.
It's actually his talking stick, so
Yeah.
To see you, Miss Trucy.
It's Ruby Rod's talking stick.
you don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle
I
Valent.
think we do know how happy you are. I think that's very
Yeah,
clear.
It's pretty easy.
I'm sure you are.
He's a vampiric muppet.
Not one for modesty, are you?
When I encountered you at the Colosseum, the first time in 7,
1,000 years ago.
I could fain contain my emotion. I wept oceans.
With some
1,000 years
socians.
ago.
And to learn that you now defend that poor penis, that blinded boy. 'Twas a hot topic of talk amongst the staff. Forever 21.
Speaking of hot topic, don't you like my outfit? I got it from there today.
Defending you did.
Well, it wasn't all my doing.
Oh,
Yeah,
real-
right, yeah.
I'm his defense attorney, actually.
My other reason for coming here today
VHS.
was this modern device.
I've seen pictures of this in old magazines.
or Betamax?
I don't understand. Is that a videotape?
Quite so. A recording of the concert. No less.
This is going to be great on YouTube in 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
It's the newest format for the PS5.
I brought it for you to see.
Routed.
On behalf of Troop Grumnums. Will you watch it?
I mean, I'm going to screen it first. I don't know what the heck you got on this tape.
I don't have anything to play
Please
it on.
rewind it before you
Oh,
hand
here
it
you go.
over.
All right, La Miroir.
Oh, sugar, sugar,
Oh, honey, honey.
tonight in your embrace. She doesn't actually sing. She's just a poet. Everybody thinks
Okay.
she's singing. When you stole away
He's not
the
actually playing.
keys, my heart held on
Okay.
to some so tight.
When they actually animate this stuff, it looks quite bad.
Pleasure, but a fleeting
What if one of the lights hits her?
melody.
And now she
yeah.
casts Bahamut.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
It
It
actually
wraps
is really
itself around me. And now through the air I fly.
Ifrit drops from the sky, murders everybody in the audience.
Wow. Whoa. Burning on in
I
my
think this is
heart.
probably, yeah, this is
Oh,
probably.
is that him?
Burning on my heart. Fire. Burn my love away.
Dun, 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 dun.
Who's singing that like
Bullet
a
of
bird?
love.
Like a bullet of
Fire.
fire.
Like a bullet
that
of
was
love.
actually cool.
Fire.
Oh,
Take
is that
my
her?
life away.
Take my love
Guitar.
away.
Guitar.
Guitar.
Yeeter.
That's her now. Maybe.
Together
Up together.
to the.
He's like trying to put out the
He's trying to put that fire out.
This goddamn guitar. I'm gonna just.
Wow. It's almost as good as it was
Oh,
live.
yeah, almost. I
And
mean,
you
it's
were
right.
seeing him almost
right there.
dying up
I
there.
mean, it's
I could
almost like
really
it was
see him
live
sweating,
again.
you know, from the fire. So, what's the word?
Lame.
Mysterious.
Oh, yeah.
Dangerous.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That,
There are more mysterious things than her song going on.
yeah.
Way more mysterious.
Ah,
Yes.
This
Ah, you're
Valant
back. You had a good nap.
This Valant Gramarye has good reasons to be here today. But I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert that night. Videotape received from Valant.
Yay.
All right, that means... Wait, I don't have anything else to talk to you about?
Let's talk more.
All right, well then,
Let's
it.
talk less.
I
No more
guess,
daddy issues.
I guess I'm
We're-
going
it's
to
done.
examine...
Yes,
can I
the daddy
examine-
issues have been resolved forever.
All right, good. Well, we're just going to leave then.
Let's
Oh, wait,
deal with
actually,
the
no.
floating pasta. Let's make sure we.
Yeah, the floating pasta, please.
Can I present this tape back to you? You see this? Look at this tape.
I've never seen this before.
So I was wondering, that
it's a
stunt in the middle of the
futuristic device.
that
Oh, it
stunt in the
does.
middle of the song there.
I didn't see a stunt.
Sure
What
see,
about
you
Lamy-
are literally a magician.
What about La Miroir vanishing and reappearing?
Oh, that. I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I didn't even notice.
So young to be so jaded.
Simple sleight of hand from a petit prestidigitation.
Apparently the hand is slight, not S-L-E-I-G, which is what it's supposed to be.
Tiny hand.
Slight hand. A Trumpian hand, if
A
you will.
modicum of magic from me to you.
What's up, Betty Verilok?
So that's why you were at the concert.
Yes. Ha ha! I was there
Concert.
to watch my trick take to the air.
Are you saying you turn tricks? Tell us right... Okay. So you're the one who knows how it was all done.
Of course, I am like a deity with a stage as my domain.
Okay, in between singing to your flock, God,
www.deity.org.
I suffer no mystery upon those flood-lit bones, not glass twaidly twixt my fingers.
What?
Quietly twixt my fingers.
It is a potent, primeval power I possess.
Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done?
Hey now.
You're an
I'm a
all-star.
rock star.
I was thinking.
Great minds.
I was thinking, hey now, you're a rock star.
Trucy?
Yeah, that's all. Yep.
That's like totally against the rules, Apollo.
Not during a murder investigation, it's not. Heck yeah.
This is Apollo Justice. There are no rules.
May no, for my illusions are mine alone, monsieur.
Oh, now he's French again? Okay.
Also,
French again.
Also what?
French again. Yeah.
also, recall that the terrible occurrence happened later.
Well, he's like somewhere between the vampire whose tikka masala is fantastic. Like there's something weird going on.
Okay. Well, after my illusion entranced the audience,
Oh.
don't even ask. I won't answer.
Okay, I have to know. Did you get that from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band? Because it
Oh,
looks
look
just
at
like
his look at his brooch.
Too bad for you, Apollo.
his brooch.
I feel so bad
His
for
brooch looks like the
Apollo.
one that you have. Kind
Oh,
of.
that's right.
Family brooch.
Whose side are you on?
No one's. She has her own side.
I, Valant Grum. Now
You okay?
make my list. Miss Trucy.
Think about Apollo. No one.
There's no need to rush, Uncle Valiant. You should stay a while.
Exactly.
Smoke bomb.
I am also a ninja.
I'm afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not.
I will not.
Guy drank the Kool-Aid.
I've been asked to assist with an analysis, so I shall slink back to the scene.
So, you'll be at the concert venue today?
Of course. Correct. You would call on me, come to the Coliseum.
Isn't it in Italy?
See you later, a crocodile.
Whoa!
Oh.
With a whirl of his cloak and a wink of his eye, and putting a finger upside at his nose, he gave a nod up the chimney he rose. He turned and walked out through the door, normally. Oh.
Well, there you go, Apollo.
Yes, all is explained.
Yes.
Let's get cracking.
Now it's much clearer than before. Right. Valant Gramarye. I've got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lamewa disappear.
Might have been a good idea to ask him that before he went out the door.
I was going to say, and how he knows Trucy and her real father. All of these things that I'm going to do as soon as I finish asking. Good. All right, we're moving. We're moving to the venue.
That just.
But Trucy's
Sunshine
got some thinking to
Coliseum.
do.
What about the spaghetti?
Well, I can think on the way.
July 9th, Sunshine Coliseum.
Okay.
Where's Waldo?
Wow! What a great day. It's perfect weather for sleuthing.
Sleuthing.
The weather matters for an investigation?
Don't some days just feel like magic days or defense days?
I'm dead.
That's a mood, Trucy.
Yes.
Let's
Dropping
get,
truth bombs on all
Defense
of us.
days are a real mood.
let's get started, shall we?
Big mood. Defense days.
Right on. Show us your stuff, Apollo.
I need to be able to whip the badge around in my hands, like, you know. What stuff?
Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it.
Linklater technique. Come on, free the natural voice.
I
Let's
did
go,
enough at
Apollo.
home, thanks.
There's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it on the big stage. Trust me. I have lots of headshots to prove it.
I'm happy in the courtroom, thank you. I am a lawyer.
Then you're in luck because it's lawyer weather today.
How do you know
I
that?
thought it was defense day.
That is my defense. It's
That you're a
lawyer weather.
lawyer.
Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout, objection?
Here, let me try it. Objection! Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Look, the weather
it's
has
a
nothing to do with
combination.
lawyers. Let's get going already.
Actually, I'd
Weather
want to
has
do that
everything
with
to do
lightning
with
and
law.
thunder and be like,
Magical
"Objection!"
defense lawyer day.
Exactly.
Natural law.
All right, let's
That's
examine this
actually how
blimp.
we're going to talk about the weather from now on.
Look!
It's magical.
A blimp.
Those balloons next to it have ad banners on them.
Let's see. Big sale, all shirts, 50% off. You know, if I didn't know, somebody was trying to get me to change my clothes.
Why is it facing to us instead of the side?
Because she went, looked, and then turned around. Oh, it's an ad for the department store next door.
And that's actually a very weird translation of guilty as charged on those balloons.
All right, I'm going to work over this way. I will.
Sounds like subliminal messaging.
Sunshine Coliseum sure is living up to its name today.
It's huge. And Mr. Gavin got to play on that enormous stage. I am so jealous.
I'm kind of glad he
Someday I'll fight my first battle on this stage.
She's a Pokemon trainer.
Pokemon
now.
battle? Yeah.
I choose you.
She's a Digimon girl, I can tell.
Yeah, well, it's a Coliseum, isn't it?
They don't do gladiatorial contests at these places anymore, Trucy.
Well, really? I had no idea. I wonder why they stopped. Because I clearly missed all of our
death.
Wow, Trucy.
Sometimes I worry about her.
Keep thinking.
Keep thinking, exactly. Just try the best you can. All right.
Go.
All right, here we go.
This guy.
What is that?
What is that creature there?
That's the
geez.
police mascot, the Blue Badger.
That was like
And Sonic the Hedgehog
I was
got
just
really
gonna say-
dark.
It's life size.
Haven't you seen them around town? The Badgers patrolling the streets?
No, I haven't been paying attention to the police of late.
Yes!
I can't imagine why.
Now, even Law and Order has a mascot.
Oh, great.
Gunk,
Because
gunk.
we have to put it on a t-shirt.
I was gonna say, right?
It's actually a badger banging on a...
I'd run from that thing even if I wasn't a criminal.
If a badger was the judge, I would want to be even. I would be there even less than I want to be in there now.
Why does its head wobble like that when it walks? It's freaky.
I don't think you're showing true Blue Badger spirit, Apollo.
Yeah, I don't care.
Get blue, sir.
Radioactivity is a hell of a drug.
I mean, really.
I thought that was like an alien for a second. I realized it was a dog.
Look, a massive sign for the guilty as charged tour. A giant prosecutor Gavin stares out over the arena.
Oh, maybe I can take it to the office when we're done with it.
It's bigger than the office, Trisha.
Well,
Where would you put it? You couldn't even get that thing through the front door.
then I'll put it outside. I bet it'd be good for business.
Just as long as no one comes expecting us to prosecute.
Well, if anyone comes looking for a concert, leave it to me.
Good.
Is this part of some twisted plan of hers to make her singing debut, I wonder?
She's gonna kill everybody and take their identities.
I
and
will
become
destroy
famous.
all of you. Okay, let's see.
Wow.
Okay, I think
She's not gonna go for any one person in specific. She's gonna do everybody and then pull the one that she wants the most.
Exactly. Okay, backstage hallway.
Oh, we're back here again.
July 9th.
Oh, look, and there's that thing again. It's following us now.
Backstage hallway.
Miniature version of it.
You're right. Oh, it's Lovey Wow.
Ah, Mr. Attorney.
How do you
I
know
do not
that?
your real name.
Miss, I'm allegedly blind.
right.
Lamy, not really blind. Why?
Smelled you.
I'm sorry about today.
Old Spice.
There's nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone? I mean,
Ever
I'm alone.
on your
We're
own?
alone. Can we be alone together?
Wait.
Like, I'm not ever alone now. I'm not lonely at all. But
Sure,
just
yeah.
to
Sitting
you,
here
She's
talking
okay.
to myself.
Are we
I'm having an existential crisis.
I'm
on screen
fine.
and
Nobody's noticing.
We both make no sense.
Oh.
We both have.
Humans are blessed with 5 senses.
I heard that girl said
Even robbed of one, we get by. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult.
It's a very good thing I have telepathy.
Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we spotted you just now.
I can tell the way you.
And we weren't even talking.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Really?
I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh. You must have great ears.
and a
Yeah.
tremendous
came with my
lying
head.
potential.
Elephant ears.
Right. Ears that heard the crime taking place.
Yes, they're next to the rolling pins in my hair.
Or so she claimed yesterday. But how?
Just
Talk
to give
to
it the
me
shape,
about-
you know.
The voice.
Exactly.
Better than
That was
Never
quite a
unsee
statement you
it
made
now.
today in court about hearing Darian Crescen's voice at the scene of the crime, getting louder and louder.
Ryan.
Wait, is that actually? It's Dorian.
To Ryan.
I did not know his name, but I never forget the voice.
Yeah,
Wait,
we've heard this like 4 times.
La miroir. Is something the matter?
I want
that
to see
voice
Jack
just
Jackson.
now.
Mine?
it was him. I am sure of it.
Wait, I didn't do anything.
No way.
Yes way, bro.
As I said in court, it was on my way backstage from the stage.
To the back.
To the stage.
That is when I heard his voice.
I'm guessing Darian and Mr. Latouze were talking about something?
The next moment, I heard those gunshots.
No, see, the way conversations work is I bring up something and you respond to that directly. Otherwise, it's what we call
Excellent
nonsense.
to each other.
Why didn't you call security?
To be honest, I thought the noise was quite frightening.
Yeah.
And I can't see the buttons on the
Galileo,
phone.
Galileo Figaro. Magnifico.
I never imagined the gunshots might be real.
Wow.
And I was in quite a hurry myself.
Oh, gunshots,
I
it's
thought
fine.
the sound engineer was having a good time with the buttons.
I left the scene at once. So, it really was Darian's voice that she heard.
Darian.
Dorian.
Yeah. At least she certainly thinks it was. Let's talk about Machi.
Mochi.
Do you like this ice cream? Or?
I met Machi before my debut in Le Miroir. I was singing in a restaurant in Bourgogne. I know that word.
And he was playing the piano?
Oui. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see.
I was very kind to him when I learned he could not play.
Wait, didn't we figure out that?
Is that when
that
you
Machi-
started playing opposites?
Oh yeah, never mind. Okay, I'm good.
With Machi pretending he couldn't see.
Apollo.
Oh, yeah. That was,
Oh, right, that was you. Ah, no, it wasn't then. I don't know what I'm talking about. And that began after our major debut. After I became known as the landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi. Pretending he couldn't see, all the while acting as your eyes. We held hands. Always. He would write with his fingers on my palm to signal to me things I should know.
That's cool.
It was personal, but he was smart, gentle boy.
it's like, did you know this museum was made in
Yeah,
5
yeah.
minutes?
Boop, 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 boop.
I think I see what she's getting at.
How does she look us straight in the eyes? It's creepy.
Exactly, because she's not actually blind. I completely don't believe it. Machi would never harm a soul. All right, well, what about Mr. Latouze? About Mr. Latoise?
Oui, he was Interpol agent, I hear.
You hear?
So, you had no idea?
Of course not. No one did.
Except him.
I was gonna say, not even him.
I guess that's what it means to be undercover.
You don't even know yourself.
But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was.
Dorian is
Why does he pose as my manager? I do not understand.
You have no idea?
I can only assume that he was investigating me, but why?
someone else said that. How do you
What
know
makes
that?
you think that?
Perhaps it's not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition
For being a liar?
Oh,
of being present
Oh.
is veiled in darkness. So too is my past clouded from memory.
Clouded. Right. Let's talk about this darkness.
Darkness.
you said that at the same time.
The darkness I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes.
As
The
a
darkness I
Sarah?
see
It's
whenever I
the
open my
deep
eyes is not the
darkness
darkness.
in my heart. The real darkness
Happened again.
A
in my
red flag,
heart.
people.
Uh,
Red flag.
Very
Wow.
nice. In your
Pulls out
heart?
a dagger.
There I got him.
I have no memory of the time before I came Le Miramore. I walk from darkness into darkness. You might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days.
What was the name of the restaurant? Darkness.
Yeah.
What was it that she said about not being able to remember the light?
I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Perhaps everything before becoming Le Miramore is lost to me.
What about your parents?
But I don't think you. I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me?
Why are you telling us the answer?
Do you think your past might be related to this case? Which I think is literally what you just said for the last minute and a half. Do you, just to confirm, do you think your past
Just
might
a yes
be
or
related
no answer,
to this
Lemiramore,
case?
right?
No way. That seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Le Miramore.
Oh, good God.
There's no way you can be a murderer if you're a sweet person.
I thank you. Machi too tells me this often when I fear who I might have become or might have been.
He says, it's okay, I'm the mass murderer. Oh.
All out of questions.
All right, let me just examine this thing down here, which I think I already know the answer to this.
Are you done?
All right. That's been lying there since the day before yesterday.
What, Le
It's
Miramore?
small. Maybe no one's noticed it.
I kind of want to pick it up. Make a cool souvenir, don't you think?
You're stealing!
It does stick out in my mind for some reason. But I guess I'm not going to pick it up. We're just going to continue to leave it there forever.
No, just look at
Okay.
that.
Look at what?
The doll.
Why? Why do we... What is the big deal about this doll?
I don't know.
That would be the Blue Badger, the disturbing police mascot.
It doesn't even look like a badger.
There's a guy outside in a giant blue badger costume lumbering about. He stands out even more than those Gavineers posters.
It's all the same. He's the band mascot too, you know. I can't picture Prosecutor Gavin going for that kind of thing.
I also can't picture Prosecutor
sorry,
Gavin
that's
going
your
for that
line.
kind of thing.
I got
100%
excited.
right.
It always confuses. Neither can I. I bet there's a story there just waiting to be told.
And it's never gonna be told because we'll never get answers.
Okay. It's time to... Oh, wait. Wait. What if I presented you this incredibly important videotape?
For no reason.
Take this. We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time.
Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from one stage to the other, remember?
No, I actually did that. Perhaps you don't understand.
Oui. Apparently, they hired a professional magician.
Vanant Grammari. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done?
I am afraid I cannot. Oh, Mr. Guamui? Guamui made me swear to never tell a soul.
That's nice. This is a police investigation. Tell us now!
I was... Oh.
I was afraid of that.
Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know?
Much easier to be a murderer, though.
I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something.
Yes.
I'm not blind.
When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind.
You mean the
It
one
was
that's
lying
right
on the
behind-
floor.
Can you pick it up and give it to us? Just as long as someone can actually pick
We,
this device up.
we have been trying to clean that thing up.
Really? Device, maybe you mean this?
That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Did I say this already? I touch it?
Turns out to be a rat.
That's an odd fetish, Lemawari.
I was gonna say.
I thought as much.
What? What did you think?
This is one of our headsets.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Everyone on staff wears one during the concert.
I wonder whose this is.
We used it for communication. It would be quite inconvenient should it go missing.
Can I say a quick thing?
Yep.
I had a mic once, and I remember kids telling me that sometimes they make it your skin color so no one sees it and just thinks, wow, your voice is really loud. But, so since that one's beige, if there's anyone who has that color skin, you might look out for that.
Clever.
Just say it.
Interesting.
Well, hold on.
It's weird because the earpiece was black, but the microphone part
Because the earpiece
was beige.
goes where your ear is, and usually that's covered by hair. No way. No one really sees
Or perhaps the ear is black, but the rest of the part. We need to find.
I'm sure there was so much thought that went into it when this game was made. Let me tell you, they spent about all of 30 seconds going, "What do we do with this microphone?"
We'll hold on to it for you then. We'll give it to Prosecutor Gavin when we see him.
No, keep it.
This is space. Thank you. So, can I put it on?
Headset attached to Trucy. What? Wait, what? We're just gonna agree to that?
Attached to Trucy. Wow.
Attached? I am not some kind of robot, Apollo.
Sorry, connected via wires. There's everyone on staff was wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. I shall present this to you that I just picked up. Can I ask you about this headset, Lamiwa? You said that all concert staff were wearing one?
That's correct.
How does she even know what it is?
You need them to communicate across such a large stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course.
You heard that?
And all of the band members too, I should think.
Isn't that a part of the staff?
So Prosecutor Gavin and his lackeys had them on too, then.
They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so.
Are you kidding me?
After all, they're only for use on stage. And a stronger signal would interfere with the sound system.
That makes sense. You'd think someone would notice if they dropped their only communications lifeline. So why was this one lying here, and why did no one care to pick it up until now?
It's like, no, where's the janitor of this place?
Okay.
This is not les miroirs.
That's fair enough. All right. Time to move to the Gavineers' dressing room. Nope, not time to move there. Time to move to the backstage hallway, and then time to move to the Lamiwa's dressing room.
Wow. How did they say goodbye to Lamiwa? They're like, see ya.
July 9th, Lamiwa's dressing room. Oh no! All right, this one I think. Who was? I think it was.
I think it was Russ.
Was it Russ? Okay.
It was Russ. I'll remember.
Uh-oh. There's only one person I know who can munch with such venom.
It's venom.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever.
Not you.
Ooh.
Oh. Am I supposed to be happy?
Yeah, you're eating nuts and they're unlimited. No.
You give me a second degree in court and Professor Gavin makes me look like a freaking fool.
You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Latou's left?
My department chief had a field day with that one.
This is what happens when you're lousy at your work. Okay.
Chef.
Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh?
But that bloodstain helped uncover the biggest mystery of all.
Really?
Now we know that Mr. Latou's was really with Interpol.
Interpol.
We wouldn't have found that out without you.
Yay.
I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished chewing me out. Munch. Said it was my reward.
What?
They're all poisoned. I'm gradually dropping into the ground. Are chocolate snackoos popular down at the precinct or something?
Munch.
No, it's louder.
Hoping we could check out the crime scene again.
Be my guest. You're not going to find any clues in here. I ate them. So, I did find something strange.
Something strange?
Yeah, someone was like
A doctor.
hoarding. Someone was hoarding
Doctor
toilet paper
Strange?
and Snackers in like the basement.
Let's talk about something strange.
Okay.
Strong J.
So, what did you find?
It's so little I must have passed over yesterday. It's a bomb. I found it under the sofa. It's not a big deal.
What is it?
A bomb.
Definitely a bomb. It's part of some bomb-like device, I think. I haven't a clue what kind. Pipe bomb or chemical bomb.
Someone set us up the bomb, and
the bit sticking out from the end looked familiar. That's called a trigger. So I had it examined.
the person blew up.
Turns out it's an antenna, a remote trigger.
Oh, like on a beetle.
Yes, Trucy, like on a beetle. Yes.
Oh, she's the best.
Like on a cell phone. This device must use an electronic signal of some sort from a detonator of some sort.
Oh, an electronic signal, you say? Let me think on that.
Let's talk about the trial today.
It's weird that I just realized the correlation between electronic antenna and bug antenna. Like that's
Like-
a
Yes.
thing.
Like,
I never. Yeah, thanks.
Educational game.
Yes.
Poor Zach is just like sitting there just waiting for something to happen.
Well, poor
Oh,
Rob,
no,
too. We'll get back
I'm
there.
getting entertained thoroughly. Please.
Met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
How?
I mean, think about it. That's what I do.
Everything in
Now-
the world.
Now, you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year.
Oh, Trucy.
If only it worked that way.
Trucy's
I'm
thinking
not
versus
embarrassed
net
about anything.
Trucy's thinking versus net result at the end is like not 0.5.
Mhm.
It's the inverse of.
It just bugs me, like a beetle, to think that little kid outsmarted me. It makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have seen the air duct, and he could have shot that revolver, and he could have made the bomb.
But that's not how it sounded in Lamira Moray's testimony.
Do you believe anything Lamira Moray says?
I know.
You mean her saying she heard Detective Dervin's voice at the scene?
Detective?
Mhm.
That's right.
I mean, wow.
Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country?
Suddenly Emma
Life
strikes to
does
the
not work like
suddenly
that.
Emma strikes to the core of all the Phoenix Wright
She
games.
wants to look smart.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Let's talk about the case.
Was that true what you said in court today?
I said one.
About the case?
I said one.
About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics?
The guitar serenade, you mean?
I found the link, First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. Then, Lamira Moray flew through the air. Then, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire.
Fire.
And in the end, a bullet took
Bullet?
Mr. Latusi's life.
Then David Lynch signed the credits.
And he went up to the sky with the guitar.
Ska.
Well, 30 feet at least.
Wow.
Ska.
It is kind of hard to chalk it up to coincidence.
I'm gonna say that for like 20 minutes now.
I know, and I found it.
You think the same person did all of this?
Don't ask me. I didn't do it. I'm just a person.
Neither did I.
I'm just a.
Today we're just people.
We're all just people.
Yeah.
I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway, not with all these chocolate snackoos on my hips.
What? You all think I did it?
What?
Sometimes I worry about that girl, by which I mean all the time. All right. Well, now that we've done talking to her, wait. I present to you this videotape.
Video.
What do you think about this videotape?
Boom.
Wapow! Do you think you could take a look at this, Emma?
Munch, munch, munch.
Emma?
Munch, munch. Munch, munch.
Her rate of chewing is increasing. Better back off before it's too late.
Munch, munch, munch. Munch,
Present
munch.
the headset. Do you think you could take a look at this?
Munch, 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 munch.
All right. I'm going to examine then. So let me examine
Examine.
Examine this. What the heck is that? Right after the shooting took place, La Miroir tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch.
Brooch?
I think that fits with the other stuff, you know?
We know.
Do you think the timing of when she dropped it is important?
Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. Like those bugs with antennas.
You know, it's
Like a
no,
beetle?
that's so annoying. I'm more worried about stink bugs, actually.
Okay, let's talk about...
What are the numbers?
It's the order of things, I think. Or, no, it's just labeling exhibits. So,
Looking at
right.
Exhibit 3, you can see there's a pistol.
examine. Look, the carpet's been torn up here.
That's the part we did. That's the part we did the luminol testing on in court. I had to read that.
Looney Mall? What's Looney Mall? Is that like a crazy place to buy Wetzel pretzels? It's Luminol. Get it right.
What's up, Rockhead?
It was kind of scary when it comes to science.
Definitely
Science.
Best learn the word and not incite her wrath again.
Sky.
Let's take a look at this gun. The
Good.
murder weapon. So it belonged to Mr. Latouze.
That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns.
That's
Mr. Latouze was a big man. But how about the person who shot him? He was an even bigger man. No.
physics.
Wouldn't they have to be about his size? What about this guitar case? Seeing these mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room. Because I am. Look at all that makeup.
Wow.
Look at all those chickens.
Well, I haven't got a clue. And doubt those are.
I guess she's not into makeup yet. I
Good.
don't know what all just happened there.
A stack of presents for Lemira More. Stars always get the biggest presents. You know, you could give me a present, Apollo.
I do. The present of continued life in my presence. Here, have a piece of candy.
Gee, thanks!
Why does Apollo can't?
She must not get a lot of presents, poor girl. And so the case
Well.
against Phoenix Wright builds.
Game over.
All right, let's see. This window.
I think that is it. Oh, a window.
This was the window where La Miroir saw the crime from. I wish it was that simple.
Kind of hard to see a crime when you can't see. But she did hear it.
Yeah, but the window was closed.
Maybe she heard it some other way.
That's what?
What? Through the air vent.
Yeah, we had somebody went in the air vent. We did say that.
Yeah, oh, over on that side. Yeah. Okay, I already did this. Whatever. Okay, let's go over and take a look at that air vent.
That's probably where she heard it from. Not that one.
That's the air vent
That's
with
not
Machi
the
Tabai's
vent.
fingerprints.
That
I'll check the other one. What's with the frown?
Oh, right.
Russ.
I'm here. Can't a girl frown anymore or be distracted by Yahoo Finance? Is that a crime?
Yes, it's a crime.
Ah, no, of course not. I just meant...
Machi
And why the hell are you
Tabai-
using Yahoo Finance?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Why Yahoo Finance?
distracted
It's a
by
whole
a
different
terrible
show.
finance
Are you
Yeah.
a Bing user, Emma? What the hell is wrong with you?
Come on.
Are you
Hey, I
using
knew what-
Netscape? Because really...
I knew what a VHS tape was.
You still trying to use Opera? No one uses Opera, okay?
Machi Tabai's fingerprints on that event. Why would his fingerprints be there if he wasn't the shooter?
That's not a question I want to have to answer in court. And so I'll just pretend it didn't exist.
Hey, wipe that frown off of your face. It looks like a bad goatee.
Can't men have frowns anymore?
I know.
Is that a crime?
One stick in the mud per crime scene, please.
I guess girls can frown, but defense attorneys can't.
Oh, that's sad.
What? Isn't she a woman? Like, anyway,
Girls just wanna
It's been proven.
frown.
Facts are real.
nope, no examine up here for that air vent. All right,
Oh, come on.
so I think we did everything we need to do here. Oh, I want to take a look at these bullet holes one more time. Look at the way those
bullet holes from a tank
tore through this thick wall. No, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
These howitzer shells. That revolver really was something else.
Panzer came through.
I wonder if someone as little as me could even fire it.
You could.
Why don't you
once.
try?
That's a bad sign.
Dislocating your shoulder would kind of put a crimp on your stage career.
Daddy always has stiff shoulders. Maybe that could loosen him up.
It's a very odd thing
I really have to imagine there's an out-of-context Trucy website somewhere.
I mean,
that's just
you gotta
like,
believe.
That's just like out-of-context Twitter Trucy.
Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it.
Nah, he doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, I bet.
Wow.
Well, actually, I think you would have to go.
That said, I think it's time to... Like, can I talk to you about anything else? No, go to right. I'm moving outside. And going to the other dressing room.
See ya.
Backstage hallway.
Oh, she's still there. She's still there.
Can't get out of here.
Gaviner's dressing room. Nope, wrong place.
Let's go.
Stage.
Why do you always go there?
Stage. Well, just
Let's go back into the village people's dressing room.
Really. Okay, stage.
Oh, cool.
Aha! July 9th. In the wings. Yeah,
That
true.
song. Isn't that the one Lemira Moray was singing?
Yeah, you're right. The Guitar Serenade.
Wow, I'd love to do a show on a stage like this.
I'd come to see that. And laugh.
Oh,
Sorry.
Wow.
The house is full, and as one, the audience sighs with wonderment.
Yeah, no, that...
And
There I am, singing my ballad, rose petals swirling through the air.
What?
Wait, I thought
The
you
hell
were
is
doing
going
a
on?
magic show. I'm so confused.
Okay. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician?
Oh, that's right. I was a magician, wasn't I?
Damn, I'm gonna have to make up new business
The
cards.
truth comes out.
Forgot.
Some dedication.
Oh,
Oh!
wait, this guy.
He has returned.
Russ.
Russ.
It's your boy.
Russ.
Not Yahoo Finance.
Much.
Have you seen these 25-day trend lines? Aha! If it isn't Miss Trucy, and indeed it is.
Perceptive.
Uncle Valiant.
What exactly are you doing here, despite what you told us you were here for literally 15 minutes ago?
I remember nothing.
Take real responsibility in tasks undertaken.
What?
I am inspecting my equipment of illusion to make sure naught is a miss.
Or a Mrs. Naughty.
The Lemira Moray teleportation illusion.
That
Should anything go wrong, it would reflect poorly upon me and my toupee. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice the piano.
I play piano.
And I remember that fair lady's melancholy melody.
Hey, Apollo. Maybe Uncle Valiant can shed some light on this whole thing for us.
Yeah, let's bring more of him.
All right, let's talk to this guy who we've already talked to.
round
Tell
two.
me about La Miroir's illusion.
I was wondering about the show, The Night of the Murder.
Now you're
Because that's what we're literally here doing. Lemira Moray's vanishing act was your illusion, right?
Indeed. The purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. Not now. At the climax of the song, he said, make her disappear. Like a dream. Oh.
Like a
Daddy is
dream.
working.
Yes. What can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors?
Why do we have to watch this? Can we just...
There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerous acts. I was a challenging task, and I am still.
I bet you were.
And
I mean,
so
look
I
at this
am
cloak.
accepted.
Oh, flashback. Sweet.
I'm singing again.
She disappeared from the top of the tower. ... But in order to move, you would have had to use some sort of secret tunnel.
This game doesn't have enough bandwidth. You can either animate the people or the text, but not both at the same time.
Exactly.
I bet that's it.
Buffering. People come to me because I am a professional among professionals. My illusions are custom made for a time and a place that is inappropriate. Now, because of the murder, all the eyes of the nation are on this concert.
All 1,500 people of the nation, apparently.
Not a bad thing as far as the fortunes of Troupe Grang are concerned.
That's good to know that you got your best foot forward. Yeah, no, right? Exactly. Fortnite.
So, you're here checking on your trick to make sure it went well?
And went well it did. Now, speaking of pianos.
What the hell is speaking of piano?
Because apparently we were.
That piano over there troubles me.
It's been looking at me for a while. I think there are some strings attached. It troubles you? Why?
Why? Why? Ask why. Try but dry.
Why? I think it's probably quicker if I just go check it out myself, thanks. Let's talk about Troupe Cabaret.
I know what you are thinking in that head of yours.
Okay.
Grasshoppers. Yes, you say. I recall seeing him on the television.
Oh yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Something of the sort?
What? Actually, yes, you're
I'm
right.
awake.
Wow! He just read your mind, Apollo.
Or threatened me.
Or everyone tells him that and he made a good guess.
It was 20 years ago.
Today, Sergeant Pepper taught the band to play.
A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us.
Whoa.
Was resurrected? What happened?
His name was Magnifigrachtingo.
Oh, a whole other.
It was who he began the great Troupe Grimaktiach. At his prime, not a day passed, and he did not play upon the scenes of every TV there was.
Wow, that is a bold claim.
His claim to fame, making animals walk on body parts they weren't meant to walk on.
Right. I do have a vague memory of someone like that on TV. So vague that I can't remember that I've just brought up that vague memory not long ago.
Yet, several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes. Crimes for magic no longer had the TV screen a barren waste stripped of illusion.
That's not true. I still went to all your shows.
You're one person in
Like
a million.
that one in the parking lot downtown at the supermarket.
That was a top show right there.
Wow. Oh, geez.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. When you start playing supermarket parking lots, you know you're in trouble. Well, I mean, we're talking Whole Foods.
Is that like the sequel to Supermarket Sweep? What is that?
We hone our skill at these smaller venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage once more.
So we kill someone so that we can do that.
Yeah. Okay, Valiant Palpatine.
I do this
sounds like
not
the first
only
one.
for the magic that is Grimanga, but for my partner.
Your partner? You mean the one you've told me about 4 times already?
Yes, let's rehash this again because we're.
Yes, Zach Grach.
Trucy's father.
He was a snake.
Or he disappeared 7 years ago. Flashback, no flashback. There was no name. Higher than Granango in show business circles. None!
It was 3 years ago. That's 17 days after the 4 months before.
I will see us return to glory. I, Valiant Gramu!
Let's talk about Valen and Zach. Now, did you say Zach is your brother?
Our founder, Magnific Grandang, was truly a genius. Worker of miracles. Oh, shit.
Never forget the one I saw when I was little. How he made the whole jumbo jet go, what happened to the jet again?
It blew up, and all people died. Apparently,
like a David Copperfield.
Someone doesn't remember it as
trick.
well as they thought. I actually saw a David Copperfield show when I was a kid live, like at the Paper Mill Playhouse or something like that.
Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valiant and Zack were the shining stars in the Grangangash crown.
Cool, huh? And Zack, Grimmy Wee Wee, was my daddy.
Grimmy Wee.
Now that Magnifi and Zack are gone, I have but one wish.
For a yellow cravat.
Let it be I, Valiant Gramwom, who brings the Graman and the miracle back to the big stage.
I'm rooting for you.
Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my
I
side.
need you to be legal as fast as possible for reasons I cannot
Jesus,
describe.
One
damn it,
skill
Arv.
coming up.
I'm just,
Damn it, Arv.
My daughter's in the bathroom for a few minutes. I was like, let's
let that one go.
That was your golden opportunity.
How
to
do we
make,
manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? All right,
You're asking the wrong questions.
let's examine.
Magician as your sidekick.
That's a very good question. All right, let's examine the piano.
Panano.
That's the one big piano. I've never actually played one.
We should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometime.
No good. He can't play either.
I kind of feel bad for the guy now.
Maybe now's my big chance. Stand back. This could be the debut of a prodigy.
Oh boy.
Flonk.
Daw, daw, daw. Ooh,
Did you make that noise just now?
let me try it again.
Whoa.
You know, I think something's stuck in the piano.
Let's find
Your
out.
talent.
Time to take a look under the hood. As they say in the piano biz.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh? Look! This was stuck between the strings. It looks like some kind of switch.
Perhaps a detonator.
For the Beetle device.
It's a Zippo lighter.
I mean, someone must have thrown this vape into the piano.
It's one of those volcano lighters that shoots out a blue flame. It's like...
Switch placed in pocket. Okay. Oh, that's it? All right. We have a switch.
Yep.
I definitely have to think on that before I can tell you more.
Let me show you this. Wait just 1 second. This switch.
Pez dispenser.
This switch, Valant. This switch. This switch.
The plane, boss, the plane.
Words, I don't have any. Cannot express my shock and chagrin. All I can see before me is the stage and me upon it. Nothing.
I feel like Vandor from Yara in the Shadows. But nobody.
Nothing smaller, nothing less radiant catches my eye.
True. You're getting on in years. Not much time left to make your mark, huh?
Wow.
Gentle, Trucy. Very nice.
So,
You're gonna die soon.
This is
Better get hurt. Chop to it.
not how I was seeing it.
So he doesn't care about what I have to show him. I get the point. What if I were to show you this headset? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I don't care.
What about the brooch? It matches his brooch.
I'll show him the brooch.
You're
It's a good call.
old.
What about this brooch? No, he
Words
doesn't
cannot
care. He
express
doesn't
my
care.
shock
He doesn't care.
Definitely older than 30.
his is a heart.
Okay, what about if I were to show this videotape?
Dad, he literally gave that to you.
I was
I was
wondering about the
wondering.
stunt in this video, right in the middle of the song. Oh wait.
See a stunt. We've been through this.
Yeah, we did the.
Oh yeah. So young to be so
Yeah.
jaded. Yeah. Yeah, I did that. All right. Sorry. Welcome magic.
Yes, I was there to watch my trick take to the air. So can you tell me now how you did it?
Oh, be quiet.
Now. Don't make me read this as fast, because I can do it.
And again, don't let it take a true inquiry. That's how the trick is performed.
Okay, so
You
you
tell me how I did it,
me.
Shrizzy.
But I don't know.
Come on, you're a magician. Aren't you part of the same secret club? All right. Okay, so we've given him all that information. All right,
Why
so
don't you inspect the Switch?
that's
See
a
if
good call,
it came
actually.
with. See if it came with.
Whoops.
Breath of the Wild. Or not.
No, don't save my progress. Let's see. Inspect.
I never save my progress in the middle of an investigation.
Check this switch.
That doesn't look like a Switch.
It's a bomb.
It looks like a cheap vape.
And the piano explodes.
This switch sitting here tempting me to push it. That's a big red button.
Don't.
Keep it away from Trucy.
You
Keep
might
it away
blow
from
up the whole
I've been
Colosseum.
thinking, Apollo,
You might blow
about
up the whole
pressing it.
Coliseum.
Apollo, please.
I need to touch it.
To think that every strange switch triggers a bomb?
Only the ones
Jesus
you press,
Christ,
Trucy.
Trucy.
Only the ones you press.
The kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking doesn't cut it in our busy times.
These trouble times.
So do.
All right, Trucy P.I., please enlighten me. What do you think this switch does?
Gives you a burger.
Maybe it turns on the electric razor and Prosecutor Gavin's dressing.
Brilliant. Never talk again.
Old burger
A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor?
Yes,
Okay.
that seems logical.
That's
I've been
great.
thinking, Apollo.
It lights all of Gavin's guitars on fire.
Exactly.
Can you click the button?
all at once.
Do it.
Wait, what? I switched. What the?
Press it.
I wonder if I can do... No, you can't. All right, that's all there is. All right, well then, I guess that's all that we have. Oh, no, I don't think I checked this, though.
You have it.
All right, let's check that.
Do it.
You know it's a vaporizer. That's all it is.
And for that, little buddy, this is Trucy reporting. Over.
Trucker Trucy reporting in.
Why the sudden silence?
No one answered. It's radio etiquette.
Don't be
Apollo.
silly.
The good? What good is a receiver that doesn't receive?
Anyone who's
Exactly.
taking it off
That's like
right
Emma
now,
not performing forensic investigations or eating munchies.
You make her sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine.
She is a
Which
munch
is
machine.
just
She's a munching
silly.
machine, exactly.
Unless she's a super high-tech android that runs on snackoos.
That makes sense, actually.
You know you got something going on when you're talking about androids with Emma having nothing to do with the headset. All right, we already did that. Okay, so we've got all the information we need there, unless there's any place else to examine, which might be the stage, maybe. I know, I do too. Look at all the electronics. They must be sound related.
Doesn't seeing a bunch of machines like this make you want to just fiddle with them? I love fiddle. Can I, Apollo?
Out of context, Trucy strikes again.
No fiddling. You'll break something.
Oh, I want to fiddle. If you're going to make an omelet, you gotta break some eggs. And if you're gonna fiddle with machinery, you're gonna have to fiddle. That's what Daddy always says.
Right, Lone Wolf. I really wish they would stop filming in my studio.
These
I really
eggs
need them to
look
get
kind
out
of
here.
expensive.
I really need
All right.
them to get out of my studio.
We did that and just this one.
I can't believe we found Machi and Lister and Mr. Tusi up there.
And Mr. Listerine.
Yeah. I used to not like high places. Now I hate them.
It's not like it would have been nicer if we found a dead body closer to the ground. Though, that reminds me. Bad with heights, too.
You don't
No
say.
kidding.
He took me on the Ferris wheel ride a while ago, you know? Wow. Halfway through, his face got all green, and he mumbled, "Objection!" over and over again.
It's actually pretty funny.
Objection.
Poor guy. All right.
That is a man dedicated to his life's
This
work.
debating is pointless. Let us go back
lost his
to
mind.
the backstage hallway.
Oh my God, we're here again.
She's
Why
still
is
We're
she
gonna go to
standing there?
the village people. No.
It's like the
Still
Langoliers.
wrong.
This hallway is just our home base. We can never leave.
Actually, maybe I should present to her the Switch. All right. Tell me what you know about this bomb.
The Switch console?
She can only see it by like holding it in her hand.
Can I
She's
hold
like,
that and
"What's
press
this?"
this click?
Do you think?
Wait, what does this?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you think you could tell me about this switch without pushing it?
I'm sorry, but my information about the outside world is somewhat limited.
It's
You've
easy.
never held a
Click,
lighter
click,
before?
boom.
I only know what I have heard or felt.
She's just trying to make us.
Maybe that explains why she didn't react when I showed her stuff the other day. She was still pretending she could see then. All right. Well, that doesn't help. I guess I will move
Maybe
to
that's it.
Don't.
back to the Gavin. No, La Miroir's dressing room.
Oh,
All right.
great, her.
What do you think about this switch, Emma?
One.
Android.
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Small device. Looks like a transmitter for the bomb I found.
Transmitter?
Press the switch here, and it sends out a signal and
Here, look.
blows up the other thing I found. No idea what it's for other than a bomb, though.
A signal. You mean an electronic signal?
No, a fire signal.
Is it, Apollo?
I've been thinking.
Say, Emma, you know that strange object you said you found?
Oh, this bomb?
Let me try pressing this switch with you holding that in your hand. Hold it really close to your vital organs, please.
Oh!
Ready?
Your snackoos.
Munch, munch, munch. Click. He really did it. He
They
really pressed
did
it.
Wow.
Oh my, it's on fire! Emma's device is on fire!
This device is on fire.
That's what I was singing.
Sorry.
What's the big idea? It's a bomb. Everyone knows it's a bomb.
Ack!
And we're back again.
Well, now we know what this is. An igniter.
So they put it in the
This
guitar,
part
set it
here
on
must
fire.
work like a lighter.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let me out. That's for sure.
I'm sorry.
Well, I
quick
bet that's what's
question.
caused the fire.
Who plays the piano in the band? Because whoever does must have pressed it, and that's why.
Machi does.
Of course, he did it because then he pressed it, and that means that the guitar light on fire, and he's trying to kill the whatever this crazy rock guy is.
But presumably he didn't know that he was doing that. Let's see. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose.
I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case.
Yeah, we always get.
Hey,
somewhere.
Apollo? Let's ask Emma more about this switch.
Yeah.
Now that she has some first-hand experience.
What was it like when you were almost set on fire? Okay, let's talk to you more about this switch. The switch!
What are you trying to do? Burn me alive?
Yes. Oh, come on, it was just a few sparks.
Says you. You weren't the one holding it.
Yeah, you should have put it to your heart, and it would have been better.
There's enough sparks flying around here just with you two talking.
Oh, yes.
Having a wonderful time putting this on YouTube.
Anyway, now we know this is a remote for an igniter.
Let me see that for a second.
And you hold this.
This is a remote for an igniter.
Well,
Well, it's definitely a little transmitter that is
Yes.
for an igniter. The signal's weak. Probably only reaches 30 feet.
30 feet, just like the headset.
A transmitter, huh?
Remote trigger updated in the court record.
Incidentally, if you look at a cross-section diagram of the stage area, let's see, 30 feet from the wires dressing room. That covers the backstage completely.
I actually did not know that the dressing rooms were underneath the stage. I must have missed that before.
It also looks like it would cover the stage. And even the big piano.
Kind of seems unlikely anyone would use this on stage. Forum diagram added to the court record. Thanks for giving us information after the trial's already begun. I appreciate that
Welcome.
greatly. Exactly, Runo.
What? Guess I best be getting on with my investigation.
We're off to look for more clues elsewhere then.
I feel better just knowing what this bomb is now that it's a bomb.
I could have cooked snacks.
I'll have to look into bombs a bit more later.
Good luck.
I'd like to know a bit more about igniters myself. Igniter added to the court record. All right.
Put it in front of the judge and light it on fire. It's gonna be fun.
So let's move to the backstage hallway. And let's move.
She's still here.
Move to the governor's dressing room.
You keep moving there and then being like,
Someday it's going to matter. And when that day comes. All right. Let us instead move to the stage.
Stage.
All right. What do you think of this igniter, sir? Actually, I should check this igniter first.
It lit on fire over there. Just to let you know.
Oop. Examine.
Examine.
All these little parts. It's pretty complex. I'm guessing this is where the fire comes out. Other than that.
Dot went out for a second.
Rob. Take some.
I've been thinking. Good thing machines run even if we don't know how they work. It's a good thing I've been thinking. That's what Daddy always says.
I feel like Daddy says a lot.
Some weird things.
Yeah, I was just going to
Trucy.
say. Not really a saying you want to go around repeating, Trucy. All right. That's exciting. Is there anything on the back of this? Aha, there is. Maybe. Examine. No, don't show me that again. I already know about that.
Tried to give it to them.
Daddy told me a lot of weird things.
Let me tell you about him.
Present this igniter. What do you know about this igniter? Valon? Present. Oh, never mind. I don't care.
What cannot be touched by extra skin. Not examined at all. This is not everything.
Okay. Right. Okay, so let us move out to the Sunshine Coliseum. Backstage hallway. And then the Sunshine Coliseum.
Start chanting verses from the Tibetan Book of the Dead.
Why are you moving?
We're going to talk to what's-his-face at the...
Egyptian Book of the Dead. Never mind.
So what you call it?
No one cares.
The detention center.
Oh, we
Detention.
Aha, July 9th. Detention center. Visitor's room. Machi may not be guilty, but he's still a suspect.
Shut down all the trash compactors on the detention level.
Still you, Rob.
What was that, sir?
Oh, but they don't have any decisive evidence.
Yeah, but only someone as small as him could have gotten out of that room.
Right. What is this fucking voice? Sorry. I was not prepared to do Trucy's voice at all. To hang up. Right. The air vent.
And he lied.
Lied?
Machi Tobai can see. Ha ha! It is Machi, played by Zach. Machi. Zach.
Good job, Zach. That was good work.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yep.
Machi. Rhymes with mochi.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, Dot, thank God you're back.
He looks like he's doing okay.
I forget. Why did we come
Nobody knows, Apollo. Nobody knows.
Losing it at this point.
We've been here for 2 hours.
Why
and
are we
one
here?
knows why we're here.
It's like Admiral Stockton. Why am I here? It's not like we could talk to him or anything.
Words are overrated. I've been thinking on that. Feelings are what matter, Apollo.
Nothing more than...
It's kind of hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I want to say off my chest. You're a piece of garbage. No.
I hate being a lawyer.
If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen.
I appreciate that. See, I have this assistant who wants to be a magician, and she's really... I think she's actually worried for me.
She has a Twitter feed that's Trucy says the darndest thing.
Did you know the dots were going the same speed as the light flashing across his glasses?
Yes.
All right.
He's actually talking to you in Morse code.
Let's talk about your eyesight.
So, Machi, you can't see, right?
Can.
Can see, right? Machi can see. Lemira More can't.
I love that name, Lemira More. I want to name it.
The whole world's gone topsy-turvy.
Stop.
What is
like
it?
that.
Sorry, Apollo. I don't think we're gonna get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it
She's thought about that too.
Tell me more. Tell me about Lamiwa's testimony.
I'm glad Moray testified. What a great person.
This is an excuse to talk to Trucy again. We're getting any excuse to talk to Trucy.
Machi
She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect.
Trucy, did you steal some sweets from Emma?
Darian of the Gaviners, the detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if he could follow how the trial went at all, if no one told him there's a new suspect, how would he know? Look, let's be clear. We're dealing with an idiot here, okay? Like, really? Hey. Oh, the bracelet.
Time for
What is
literal
it,
magic.
Apollo?
Yeah.
No, it's nothing.
Do you have a thought?
Olmec wants you to find the ring. Welcome to the Hidden Temple.
Let's talk about the trial today.
So, what did you think of the trial today?
I know, Miranda.
Whoa. I am glad he doesn't understand English after all.
Why?
It's a shame we don't speak Morse code.
If he did, he would have been scared out of his mind by the trial.
Hey, all's well that ends well.
Yay.
You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's not guilty, we win.
Yay.
No, if he's innocent, we win.
No, if he's not...
Who's the lawyer here?
I just don't...
I mean, Trucy has no respect, yet she pretends to have respect.
Machi might not understand English, but I bet he gets that better than you do.
All of these conversations always sound like a bunch of non sequiturs.
I know, exactly.
Yeah, like
It's
somebody
like,
wrote one piece of a conversation and then
Somebody else
laced
wrote
them
the others.
together.
You know? Huh?
These scenes don't work. Well, we'll steal Apollo's lines from scene A and Trucy's lines from scene F and
Exactly.
somehow make it work.
I must be imagining it.
Imagine. What, Apollo?
Imagining the
Imagine
light
all
flashing
the
across
people,
the
Trucy.
sunglasses. It's just I couldn't help but feel that, I don't know, Machi, he doesn't understand what we're saying, right?
How could he?
I don't know. Remember when
Definitely
he lied
does
before?
not speak English, just like he is definitely
Exactly.
not blind. He's a young Borginians. He doesn't speak English.
He only speaks Victor Borga.
Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him.
Huh? Maybe it's malfunctioning.
The spirit does not malfunction, Trucy.
Or is it scared because you keep making those I'm so mad faces?
Was I that bad? Machi lied about not being able to see. But what if that's not all he lied about?
What if you're curious about it? There's only one thing to do. Find a clue. No, you should ask him.
You should think about it.
I think it'll take something big to get to him. Some kind of undeniable evidence. We'll be back, Machi. Except I already have undeniable evidence.
He responds in phonetic punctuation.
I present to you, it is Tuesday. Actually, yeah, Tuesday night. I present to you this switch.
I'm sorry, Dad. I mean the
Oh, hey.
16.
Oh, yes, the 16th.
Thank you.
I think he said, I'm sorry, I cannot speak your language. You are very beautiful, fair maiden.
This is why I never trust a translator.
He responded to us in Patapon.
I present to you this igniter.
Patapon.
I think he said, I am
Oh.
sorry, I cannot speak your language. You are very beautiful, fair maiden.
This is why I never trust a translator. Okay, so we
The
need
hell is up?
Show-
There
The
was
hell
a
is up with your
Metroid in
hat?
there.
The
He
diagram
spoke a
of
Metroid
the
at one
stage.
Oh, wait,
The diagram?
Trucy.
I present to you. Actually, wait a second. I haven't checked this yet, have I? Okay, there's nothing to
You
check.
can't do
I
anything.
present to you this forum diagram. Right, okay, same thing, blah,
Okay.
blah, blah. All right.
Are
Okay,
you sure you don't want to hear me say it one more time that I am, in fact, beautiful and a fair
a
maiden?
fair maiden. Listen, I mean, you know, I understand that these are good things to hear, but, you know,
What are we
well, maybe
missing?
not, actually. I don't think I'd want to hear that I was a fair maiden. I think that would be troubling. But
But don't you, Arv?
but
Doesn't
don't you
everybody-
really? Don't we
Maiden.
only
Sometimes
really
it's
deep
just the
down?
confidence booster you need.
All right, we're going to the Sunshine Coliseum. Aha! July 9th, Sunshine Coliseum.
badger bangs on a wall somewhere.
Here's... All right, Zach.
Yay!
What? Come to laugh at the murderer?
Ryan!
Finally, someone says my name right.
Jesus,
That
torpedoes have been fired.
That old bag opens her pie hole, and wham bam, my life goes down the chute. Thanks.
That was a sentence.
Oh, you're welcome.
They won't let me work while I'm a suspect.
Ryan isn't in the best of moods, is he?
I'm not.
Not many people are these days, it seems.
Nope.
Especially around me.
It is a crime scene. Not exactly the happiest place to hang out.
Then Gavin had to go rub salt in the wound.
That is what I
My
do.
alibis, rock solid. Rock solid.
And my hair has ballast tanks in them.
Rock solid. Let's talk about it. Your alibi.
So, about this Abibi.
That's a good way to pronounce it. You have to ask.
I actually, that's my job. Except, well, it's his job. I'm doing it for him.
The shooting happened right in the middle of the third set. And where was I?
That's right. The music was blaring when we heard those gunshots. And found Mr. Latou's dead.
I've got 10,000 witnesses who saw me too.
How could you miss this surfboard on top of my head?
Right there on stage.
Your guitar playing was something else.
Yes, it was. Other than guitar playing, I would agree.
Thanks, little lady.
Oh.
See? This whole thing's a sham. I can't believe they aren't letting me work.
That really does look like Twitch Raid. Just like falling right at like the rocket.
Pretty much, yeah.
There's no need to yell at me. It's Lamewa's fault. She was the one who
headed. Sorry.
That's okay. She's the one who said she heard his voice at the moment of the crime.
Man, I never even talked to that old windbag.
How old is La Miroir? Is it? I would not have qualified her as an old
She's
windbag.
immortal. Have you figured that out yet?
She's in her 30s. I mean, good God.
How could she possibly identify me?
Let's talk about Prosecutor Gavin.
They won't let you work.
He won't let me work. Gavin says I gotta lie low till the suspicion is cleared.
Oh.
What suspicion? He can be such a stick in the mud. He can't.
Where are you from again?
I don't
Mr.
know.
Gavin? A stick in the mud? No.
He may look all flashy and showy, but he's straight as an arrow, man. You know what I mean? Except when he's depressed.
Oh. Then he's a curved arrow?
You
Wow.
You hear him whining.
He's a boomerang.
Oh, you mean the thing with the mixing board?
And then there was that performance just now.
I miss him.
What was that all about?
I never thought I'd say I'd miss Clavier, but I do.
This
part
is
is off.
Or even this part is
shoot,
off.
Sorry. And this part is off. This is the first thing I've said in 2.5 hours, On. Give me a break. Which is that? Second guitar.
Ah.
It was you, Darian.
He's just a perfectionist is all. Not a bad guy, really.
Well, I think the Gaviniers are the bestest.
Because there are no other bands in this universe.
I have all your albums.
Yeah, the band's fine too. Gavin can write a good tune, I'll give him that.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen Prosecutor Gavin around much.
Oh, him? He's down at the prosecutor's office, most likely.
Why would the prosecutor be down at the prosecutor's office? I mean...
Working with quarantine on? Bastard.
The prosecutor's office. I've never been there, have I?
The data on the victim should have come in from Interpol. Normally, I'd be down there dealing with it.
You're a rock star. Apollo, let's go check it out. I've always wanted to see the prosecutor's office.
You guys have a couch?
Maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Right on.
And a TV?
Say hi for me, okay? Oh, and screw you, too.
Wow. What?
Surfboard out.
Tell him I want in to that crime scene.
We'll be going now.
Hey, wait.
No, we'll be going now. We're going.
What the hell did you...
Yes?
What do you really think happened? Like, really?
With your hair? I think it all started a long time ago.
No.
Your parents didn't... Oh.
You don't think I did it, right? Right?
Well,
Great. Way to instill a guy with some confidence. Just remember, I was ripping it up on stage when it happened, okay? Ripping!
When you say ripping, what were you ripping?
My guitar. Don't get led astray by some siren song, huh?
Oh.
Get this one wrong, and you'll be eating humble pie for a year. I'll bake it myself.
Wow.
It's the only thing I know how to cook.
I mean, I kind of like his hair.
Let's not talk to him anymore, all right?
Once Trucy makes sense, and yes, so let's not talk to him anymore.
Detective Darian Crescend. He's one stone I'd leave unturned if I had a choice. All right. You know that means we're going to, ladies and gentlemen,
Back to the hallway.
Gavin's office. July 9th. Prosecutor
I love
Gavin's
that he's
office.
got the burnt guitar in there.
I've never been here.
I want that chair with the keyboard on it.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
cool.
I thought she
So?
said, so this is
Isn't that
lit.
bookcase?
This is lit. The Gavineers' head office. Oh,
It's not the band's office. It's a prosecutor's office.
it's close enough.
Yeah. So that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object? Whatever.
Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
Oh, well, guess we'll have to come back.
No.
Or we can hide behind the bookshelf really quiet-like.
Better. That's eavesdropping.
Why? We'd just be waiting quietly so he didn't notice.
We've never followed the rules before.
It's
What
true,
if
actually.
we heard something scandalous about... Scandalous? Yeah, that makes sense
Scandalous.
about the band.
You know what I heard? I heard that band sucks. Oh, wow. She'd make a good reporter for a gossip mag.
Oh, true. That's so true, actually.
What? A replica? So why was he after it in the first place? Yeah, Latus.
Latus?
Look, don't talk to me about those bored okay? Just get me that report. Chop chop. And stop leaving mysterious objects in my office, okay?
Click.
It's times like this when I start to miss Darian. Huh? What are you doing in my office?
Hiya.
Get out.
We just thought we'd drop in.
Get out.
Hope you're not mad.
Get out.
Oh, I've never seen them do that.
How could I be? There's not enough
Wow.
tea in the world in any case.
Wow.
I can't agree more.
There's not enough tee-hee in the world.
I'd like a
t-shirt.
t-shirt with that on it, please.
Oh, me too. Give me that
Have a
straight away,
seat.
I'll be happy.
Prosecutor Gavin, the philanthropist.
Watch and learn, Apollo.
Oh, believe me.
Watch and learn.
So, who have you come to see?
We've been thinking.
Huh?
It sounds like you've been thinking again. What have I been saying about that?
Exactly, Rudnell, basically.
Clavier, lead vocalist for the Gavineers. Hmm? Or Prosecutor Gavin, scourge of the courtroom.
I'd say scourge of the band.
What do you think he means, Apollo?
I don't know what the word scourge means.
I think he's giving us a choice. We can either ask him about the concert or the case. Which way to go? Well, let's start by asking about the Guitar Serenade.
I really love that song. It has such a great atmosphere to it.
Mm-hmm, sure. You co-wrote it with Lamewa, if I remember correctly.
That's right. It was last year. I had gone to tour for Guinea's legal system, as a matter of fact.
What?
And that's when you heard Lamira Moray's voice?
It was at a small jazz club. I wept that night. I knew I had to meet her, to talk with her. So I used my influence, which is not inconsiderable, to arrange a meeting.
I used my influence, which, to be clear, is pretty large. I mean, I'm pretty big deal.
Look at my head.
Wow.
It's magnificent.
Prosecutors really have a lot of clout.
Prosecutors with hair like mine.
I think he's sort of a special case, Trucy. I think the
Oh.
entire
Also
game is
true.
a special case.
Yeah. Thankfully, she liked the work I did, and we wrote a song right there, backstage.
Oh,
I love Susie's
so romantic.
You're already sitting down, but do you need to sit down again? Would you like some water?
Double sit down.
Would you like me to pour the water over
Do you know we have
That
a big
help?
red button?
Have you been pressing it? Do you know what it does?
Apollo won't let me.
Well, that is such a shame.
Good night, Lone Wolf.
Machi on piano, that dulcet voice. And myself on a guitar that I borrowed from L'amour.
Of course you did.
Yes.
Look at all the ones you have on your own. Like,
Oh, and music history was made. Probably not an experience your average lawyer would ever have. Like Apollo, say.
that's offensive.
This guy really is the prosecutorial version of Buckaroo Banzai in
Really?
this game. He really. Go watch Buckaroo Banzai: The Fourth Dimension. It's a great movie. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about,
Buckaroo
please go do
Banzai's
it today. It's so good.
It is a memory I hold dear, and the song we wrote that night was this.
It's not that I want to.
It's not unusual to have love with anyone.
Push
It's not unusual.
Exactly, Shadow
Oh.
Bitch. Do you have that time to listen to me? Once?
Also right. It's any song you sing right there. That's
Yeah,
fine.
anything you
That
want.
was this one.
Any basically, yeah. Any way you want it, that's the
And that very guitar is right over there, smoldering.
You mean this charred lump?
How dare you!
Don't call it a lump. That's a piece of history.
You mean this charred piece of history?
charred
And it's-
piece of lump.
And it's only browned, not really charred.
You mean this medium rare guitar? Is that what
I
you mean?
mean, what's left of it?
Talk about my marshmallows charred. I
Mhm.
thought it's brown.
It's brown, not charred.
This guitar is now firewood. No matter. I shall never sing that song again. I wouldn't have used that guitar again either, even if I could have.
What happened during that song, anyway? Why did his guitar suddenly catch on fire? I wonder if it has
Because I
something to do
was
with
so damn hot.
the igniter that I put in the middle of it.
Right. Do you think you could show it to us? You're charred. I mean, slightly burnt. The guitar.
I'm sure he doesn't mind. What more could happen to it? Let's talk about the case.
So much for the guitar, huh?
Yeah, I guess apparently.
That reminds me. Did you see the paper today?
Nope. Yes,
I read
I
the
did.
news
I
today
always read the
over.
TV section.
Of course you do.
Good girl. How about you, Hair Forehead?
I read the funnies.
You are the funniest. Then you will not have seen this.
You standing there exactly the
Looks
way you do in your
exactly
picture.
the
Like
same as I copied.
that is commitment to the pose. Like just
Photoshop is a hell of a drug.
Concert of Tragedy, the prosecutor's deadly song.
Oh, is that a new show? I haven't heard about that one.
Exactly. I like my guitars like I like my steaks medium rare.
It's not a show. It's an article. News.
Oh, does this have anything to do with the case?
I'm like a steel
Keep
trap.
thinking,
Trucy.
Keep thinking, Trucy.
I'm thinking.
You're doing
I
great.
can feel it.
Do you need to sit down? Would you like?
I'm already sitting.
Would you like to stand up?
Stand up and then sit back down.
Maybe if you did some jumping jacks, that would help. Get the blood flow. See if you can get it to go back upwards towards. No.
Gavin is a Bluetooth speaker duct taped to a cardboard stand-in.
What? Okay.
I'm enjoying.
Since getting back from the trial, my phone has been ringing off the hook. how does it feel to take a man's life with a song? How do you answer a question like that? Have you ever hummed a man all the way to death row?
Woo.
Do you have the time to listen to me rhyme? Do you think you could sing for me for the phone? It is endless. Endless. Thanks to the case you made today, of course.
Oh, that was all Apollo's idea.
Uh-huh.
Under the bus you go.
Hey. Is that a newspaper over there, too?
Is that your line? Yes, it is. Sorry. The mortgage.
Yes.
Go ahead. Take a look. In a book. It's reading rainbow.
Thanks, but I can't read Borginian.
You just have to try harder. Therefore,
it's wingdings. It's wingdings.
Yes. It's Zap Wingbats. It's Zap Brannigan.
Oh, that's right. Suffice it to say, this is big news over there as well. Though they didn't go so far as to mention the lyrics of my song.
Probably no one in Virginia would believe it.
It's probably seen as just a theory at this point. Their journalists didn't see the need to mention it. Fake news.
That makes sense. I hardly know what to think of it myself. Borginian newspaper added to the court record.
L'amour. Testimony.
Wow.
Are you okay?
A hairball.
Okay.
Wow.
Couple of fur balls in the back of my throat. It's okay.
Testimony will probably be in the evening edition, I imagine. Which is why I've had Darren step down from the investigation for now.
Step down.
Yeah, we ran into him moping in front of the Coliseum. He was also mopping.
Might as well have been
I
mopping,
told him
yeah.
to mop up the crime scene, you know. I figured it would be a good way just to get all of the evidence in one fell swoop. That's how it works, right? Their forehead. L'amour was about the
Yes.
quiet. L'amour
was my invited guest, so it is a rather delicate situation. You understand how much I want to solve this case, quickly if possible.
I understand that you may not know anything about something like, wait for it, start
thing
with
you're
this
presenting.
headset.
That looks like one of our tour issue headsets. Why are you wearing it, Fraulein?
I like that every time we present it, we just push Trucy forward, like with a...
She hasn't taken it off.
Cool? You know, I could pretend I was a concert security and stuff.
I have never met anyone
for ears
who wavers between like 10 and 23 as like quickly from one line to the next. Actually, we found it at the venue and thought you might want it. No, we found it and wanted as evidence, but...
Oh, no. Please. You keep it. It only costs us $600.
I know, those are so not cheap.
It goes well with your cape, Fraulein.
What?
Tee-hee? You think?
We need more tee-hee in the world.
We need more tee-hee in the world.
She does look like she belongs on a stage, that's for sure. A stage of madmen. All right. What do you think about this switch? Prosecutor Gavin, about this remote. Wait.
Excuse me. Did you say something?
Yeah.
This remote control might be valuable ammunition for the trial tomorrow. It's too early to show my hand now.
You would think someone with such a loud voice would speak more clearly, yeah?
I apologize.
Speak up, therefore.
What do you think about this forum diagram?
My apologies, but there's no way I'm going to talk details about the case with you. You want to get my attention, bring me something... dramatic.
I'm not here to get your attention, Gavin. I'm here to get your information.
Well, that's very good because you're very boring.
By showing you this igniter. Whoop-ha! Oh, okay, no, you're...
My apologies, but you're still very boring.
Listen, hold that, big guy. It'll be as dramatic as it gets. What do you think about this videotape? No, okay, no.
My
no.
apologies, but nothing you're doing is interesting me at all.
I show you my badge.
My apologies, but my hair is really more.
But that's dramatic.
Right
God, a gun is dramatic. All right.
Oh.
How about
The paper we stole from you.
can I present you the newspaper?
I'm going to present your own items back to you. My apologies.
Your Honor, it is true that Prosecutor Gavin admitted his own evidence was boring and not dramatic. All right. Excuse me, I'm just going to examine your guitar.
Like that on the record,
You really
please.
are the world's most
I
boring
love
human.
this reclining chair with the keys on it.
I know, that is
I
pretty
want
cool.
that chair.
That's nice.
Legit.
That was an impressive bit of
That's
pyrotechnics
in
that did this.
Ames, you guys. It's in Ames.
If it aims. That was an impressive bit of pyrotechnics that did this.
That's the guitar from the concert, isn't it? I couldn't tell by the char burns.
Let's watch this awesome animation one more
He really
time.
liked this.
Jesus. Somebody presented this animation and was like, look at all the hard work I did.
I
Used
know.
this like 800
It
times.
took me 700
Yeah, a
times.
middle schooler.
I made this on an Apple II GS.
I am middle. Oh wait, no.
I
Not
never
anymore.
guessed
No, I'm a junior
that
high.
wasn't the end of it. I had a specialist analyze the guitar, incidentally.
Oh? Did you find anything out?
Please tell me everything you know about this guitar that has nothing at all to do with the case.
Yes, it was burnt. I don't know if you noticed. He didn't have a lot of time, so it is unclear. Still unclear. But the results he came up with were clearer. Intriguing.
How
in
intriguing.
fact.
Intriguing?
So intriguing.
How does that guitar tie into everything that went on?
Most intriguing.
Sounds like something we should ask about, maybe, Apollo.
I think you are asking about it.
I agree. Let us talk about the intriguing guitar. Let me watch.
Let's investigate the investigating. It was a beautiful instrument. It was a beautiful song, but it ran too long.
If you're gonna make a hit, you gotta make it quick.
Make
So
it
they
fit,
cut
so
down
they
to
cut it down to
305.
That was a fun
It was
one.
played lovingly for many years.
No, wait, oh, sorry. Lovingly, many years ago.
Lovingly known. A guitar befitting a woman like La Mignon.
How did it end up here?
Come on, Trucy, use your brain. Yep.
So bye.
Fuck. Sorry.
I am professional voice actor.
The best. All the professionals. She gave it to me. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing with that bird, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Virginia?
Precisely. That is it.
Virginia, which stands
is-
for
that is all of
Land
it.
of 1,000 Explosions.
Virginia, the land of 1,000 slices of Virginia.
He's like, I won't play this guitar the night that it burned up. It's like, oh, you can keep the burnt guitar.
Keep the burnt guitar,
I
exactly.
don't want it anymore.
Exactly.
We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruin the wood.
Fortunately,
If
it
there
was
are
able
changes
to
of
float.
pressure and humidity in the plane, you have bigger problems than your guitar.
Yeah.
So we vacuum packed it in Lamu's studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence.
And the igniter somehow was in there beforehand, or, well,
They brought it right up to my office for me. Excuse me. Dinner. Pristine and untouched.
See? Prosecutors do have a lot of clout
Oh,
and
trust me.
indigestion.
You're damn right. Yes.
I still think he's a special
Does anybody
case.
have a Tums?
Such a valuable guitar. It's too bad it got burned.
Prosecutor Gavin's burned guitar added to the court
How'd it get
record.
burned? How'd it get burned?
What was it that you were saying earlier? Something about intriguing results from an examination of the guitar?
That's right. What was that all about, huh?
Not so eager,
Tell
not so
me.
eager, not so eager.
Sorry, don't tell me, but you should.
Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front?
Yeah, my dad's a musician.
It's called the sound hole.
Ah, so that's
actually-
what it's called.
Humans have
Not the
several
sound
of those.
void
I
or
have
the...
many of those.
I I have multiple whistles that I come with.
A lot of sound.
Wow. Wow.
I can actually.
Wow.
Don't go any further.
I could actually
Trucy
play
didn't actually
sound
say
holes
that.
at the
That was
same
all
time.
Dot. Trucy did not say that. That was completely Dot.
I've got a whole.
This is 100% Little Red Dot right
I've
there.
got a whole orchestra.
And don't take me anywhere.
Look, I fully helped you with that one.
Oh man.
Well, they.
Really? Just.
And there goes Rob.
Second arm. Okay. Let me. Wow.
Huh?
Oh, shoot.
No,
I didn't mean to
was
do
about
that.
to read
They
it
found
to
something
them. Okay.
attached to it. Sorry. I
A
didn't.
broken device of some sort, like my soul is a broken device right now.
A broken soul device?
Yes. This, in fact. The examiner is busy with evidence for the case now, however. So he'll be checking this out once he's finished with everything else.
Probably in the middle of the trial when you need him beforehand.
Exactly. When you need an objection really badly.
Odd. That device looks strangely familiar. If I had the memory of more than a squirrel,
Keep
this would
thinking
probably
before you
remember.
open your sound hole.
So does anyone want to join my sound hole quartet?
Oh, God.
There can only be enough thinking for
Only if we
one of
call
them at
ourselves
once.
the sound hole.
Our first song we're going to be playing today is God Only Knows.
I'm just gonna look at the sound hole, alright? Alright.
Oh man.
There's lightly scorched, and then there's this.
It's burned clean through.
Yep. It's pretty much a useless piece of junk.
Oh, it's kind of like you after the trial, Apollo.
Wow.
You mean I'm kind of
Get
burned
it?
up because of how hot I am?
Burned.
Hell yeah.
Kind of like you in all your relationships, huh, Apollo?
Which part? The burned clean through or the useless piece of junk?
Both.
Okay.
That's an existential crisis waiting to happen.
Hello and welcome to Takedown Central. Objection.
Okay, yeah, Trucy has a perfectly smooth brain. It really is true. It really is just 100% true. Okay, I present this to you, your own guitar. Oh, never mind.
My apologies, but please stop wasting my time.
All right, let's take a look at.
Oh, would you like to
What
examine
is
my
that?
perfect hair?
Is that an egg? What's that on the plate there?
It's an ings.
Is that gum? Is that gum?
It's an albatross egg.
Maybe he was chewing it when the phone rang. So he put it on the plate for later consumption.
It's so much more convenient if you just put it behind your ear.
You'd think a rock star could afford a fresh stick.
How can you have so much?
More out of context, Trucy.
That's a big piece of gum. Yeah, Trucy.
Come again?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
That was all
Stop
you.
it.
Yeah, I mean, really, that was just, there was no setup at all. You just ran yourself right through. Right through the sound hole.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh, thank you so
It is
much for
actually
coming
what
to the
Trucy
show tonight. If you'd like to see more of this, be sure to subscribe.
All right, save us, Clear.
Don't jump to any conclusions now. That's no chewing gum. That's a space station. Take a closer. Take a closer
man, I
look.
think you're right.
Although I really shouldn't be offering. Should I?
No, we're talking to you as a rock star, not as a prosecutor. Hey, let me just look closer.
Oh,
What the
gum.
heck is
What
that?
is that?
That's not gum.
It looks like a lump of plastic. It's a dragon egg. Yeah.
Wait. That phone call.
What?
I brought it back from Westeros. Sorry. Yes. So that's why I'm asking. What is this creepy thing? Object, whatever.
It's our pleasure, Shadowed. Looks like Prosecutor Gavin is on the phone.
What? A replica? My God. So why was he after it in the first place? Yes.
So the twos wanted a dragon's egg. Okay, well, that's...
Okay.
Prosecutor Gavin, does this have something to do with Mr. Latouze?
Absolutely not.
Hey.
Wait a second.
Can I just say one thing?
You've Go ahead.
Yes.
Sorry. Mr. Latus does look like Hagrid, and Hagrid did get a dragon egg in the book that I read with Daddy. And
It's the Harry Potter crossover.
Makes so much sense.
You think that's what that is?
You were listening to my phone call, weren't you?
Absolutely not. Okay, let me just take the egg, Trusty. Run!
Us? I tried to stop him, really, but he forced me.
What is this? What? Oh my God.
Smart, Trucy. Smart.
Hey, you were the one digging for a scandal, Ms. Reporter.
I can't even say scandal.
To
tell.
tell the truth. I'm not even sure what English is.
To you.
Ooh. But apparently, it's a model of something undercover agent Mr. Latus was after.
This
Undercover agent Mr.
lump?
It's not a lump. It's
Undercover
guitar.
agent Mister.
Would you mind telling us what you do know about it? Hold on a second. Let me just turn on my tape recorder.
It will make one hell of an omelet.
I talked to you about the strange lump.
Not the lump.
I love the name.
This was found.
This was yes. Would you
Beg your pardon.
Mr. Apollo, hair forehead. Shut up. This was found in Mr. Latus' bag. It's apparently a replica of an egg.
A replica of an egg? It's a small lump,
Or
about
a
an
gum.
inch and a half long.
We analyzed it, but there's not much to say other than it's a lump of plastic. Perhaps
It's one of those Easter eggs out of one of those bubblegum machines, and they just haven't opened it up yet.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, okay. That's our sorry.
Oh my god.
Perhaps it was used. Perhaps it was to be used in the identification of whatever it is a replica of. That's
Brilliant.
okay.
Well, that was like,
Wow.
woo!
That is
Wrestle that sentence to the deck,
convoluted.
Lavere. You can
That
get
is
there.
some
Just
like 8th dimensional thinking right there.
wrestle that sentence to the deck. You mean whatever Mr. Latus was after?
Two. That seems to be the most logical. There has not been a logical explanation in this entire game.
Listen, logic and this game took flight and parted from each other
You
many
must do
years
as
ago.
Trucy does and
We're
stay
trying-
illogical.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what is it?
It's an oblong thing. Don't ask me, Fraulein.
Oh,
Ask somebody who gives a damn.
if you don't want to tell us, you could just say so.
Put it in the sound hole.
Yeah, with your say so with your sound hole.
It is the sound hole. We found it.
What
I put in a request to Interpol via my contacts in Bulgaria. What the hell do you need in order to figure out what it is?
I mean, really,
Maybe
like-
you know what? Start by lifting the glass off of it.
Did you lick
Maybe?
it?
Did you look at?
Oh yes, it's an everlasting gobstopper.
Ah.
But apparently there is a block of information somewhere along the chain.
It's a blockchain, and
It's a blockchain. Yes, I'm.
Oh?
I'm collecting Bitcoin.
can
with
you
it.
imagine they tried to explain blockchain in this game? It would take like 20 minutes of game time. So blockchain with block.
And they'd have to go back over it twice because they
Exactly.
get lost before they got done
Every-
to the end.
Imagine that
guitar I-
panties were on a distributed network.
Every guitar I own is actually mining Bitcoin at this very moment. Something Interpol doesn't want to tell Borginia. Something about this little piece of plastic.
Mr. Latus went through all that trouble to become Lamiwa's manager. Just to come to this country to find out more about this lump? And he died for it. Replica added to the court record.
Yes.
We'll just take that, thank you.
It's a shame that this was just coughed up by a goose.
Coughed up. Right out of the sound
Like,
hole.
try to eat it. Geese, world's worst sound hole.
How Trucy thinks eggs are laid.
I've sent someone to the Colosseum to fetch Lamiwalo.
I thought that said perhaps Shrek knows something about it.
Shrek?
Perhaps
Y'all,
Shrek
we're
knows
getting
something about
punchy.
it.
This
Donkey!
is
I'm an
nuts.
ogre. I've got layers.
Donkey!
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
being a
God.
Bulgarian.
A clown's kidney stone, that's why it's multicolored. Arundel,
What the heck?
that is probably brilliant, but other than that, troubling. But probably.
So now I want to trick an entire D&D group into believing they have a magic item, and it's actually just a giant's kidney stone they carry around the whole time. And they don't find out till the end.
And there's all these internal jokes. You're just like, you guys will eventually get past.
Then they use it for like a scry spell or something.
Exactly, yeah. And you just keep making these things like,
just kidney stone.
You guys will get past this eventually. Yeah, you can pass it over. Just pass the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just trying to think within game logic, which is true. The most illogical is probably the right answer.
All right, let's take a look at this lump.
The one that makes the least amount of sense.
Yeah, I'd like can we inspect the lump, please?
This seems to have. Aha, a sample.
It's just a sample lump.
Oh, it's a piece of soap.
Sample, huh? Think they put a big
I've
enough
been to the
label
stores
on
that
it?
sell this kind of soap.
It's sample.
Maybe it's to keep people from eating it by mistake, because I'll be honest, licking it was my first instinct.
Yes, they might think it was an otherwise tasty white lump of plastic.
Maybe it's the manufacturer. Sample toys when you can't afford the real thing.
I'll tell you what, that is good playtime, hanging out with a plastic lump of an egg. Sounds like a company Mr. Wright would like. Oh.
It's the world's largest sample Jelly Belly jelly bean.
I mean, really?
Jelly Belly's best flavor of jelly bean.
I haven't had jelly beans in a long time.
I don't want to know what flavor that is.
All right, let's take a look at what everyone's been asking for. This chair.
Wait a minute. What's wrong, Apollo? You look confused.
I always look confused.
I was just wondering where the work chair in this office was. You uncultured boar. You're looking right at it.
It's in Ames.
You're looking at my favorite chair right now.
That's a massage chair, isn't it?
No. It's.
I love the ones with the vibrating rollers on your back. Those feel great. Did I say something wrong?
It's a mid-century modern masterpiece.
No, I merely realized the futility of an explanation.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
I also love that it's resting on a Star Trek logo.
I know. Really.
Seems like it would be easily tip over.
Look at all the guitars. Why so many?
You can never have too many guitars. They are like my lovers.
You lead a very lonely life for a rock star.
I don't understand that reference because I'm Trucy.
I didn't just hear him say that.
You know how you hang your lovers up on the wall next to each other?
Oh. They're backup guitars, Apollo.
Backup lovers.
Know anything? These are the secondary ones. We already burned the first.
Oh my god.
Yes. Wow. Have backup secondary lovers and burn the first ones. Wait, what?
Yeah. Wow.
Rock and rollers always smash their guitars at the end of the show.
No wonder it's so hard to make it as a musician. Oh, that's not the reason, Apollo.
You know what? You should try rocking a little, Apollo.
And breaking his guitars while he watches? That might be a little too rocking.
He has a hard enough time in a courtroom, Trucy.
Of course. I would never do such a thing. Did I not say they are like my lovers?
Yes, you did. Please don't say it again.
I don't understand
My
that
lovers.
reference.
My hovers. Do I seem like the kind of man who would do such a thing to one he loves?
No. Nope. Not at all. I mean, you're Mr. Gavin. Upstanding prosecutioner.
That's prosecutor.
What happened to Prosecutor Gavin, God of Rock? All right, so we got the burn
He
thing.
was taking care of his lovers.
What's
Look what
on the
happened.
table there next to the guitar? Does that do anything? That notepad?
Which one? This thing?
Yeah. Oh
nope.
no.
Guitar. Oh no! Flashback.
Something
Please stop
sound
showing us
holes.
this stupid video.
No, we're gonna have to watch it again.
Oh damn! Everything's on fire.
Okay.
I just stopped.
Intriguing.
Wow, that was a lot.
Okay, good.
Yes, that's
That one, yeah.
I've been looking at that for like forever.
Wow, look at that stereo.
No, Trucy, it's awesome.
To me, a life without music is
inconceivable.
You keep using that word.
I never turn down the volume, even when I'm working on a case. That's why I'm so good at my job.
That's such a huge speaker. It must really be loud.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah.
This room is completely soundproof, of course.
I prefer to have myself go deaf in a private
It
environment.
looks like a big old sound hole. Really? At At my place, I can hear when the neighbors turn their VCR on the wreck or something.
Sounds like this. How the hell do you turn this on, Mabel? I don't know. Read the instructions.
Something.
I don't know the instructions. Why is the clock flashing?
Oh, right, to record it.
Maybe you can get Mr. Wright to talk to them, work something out.
Yeah, would you like to read some stereo instructions?
And lately, we've been getting complaints about Apollo's voice training.
Maybe I'll go have a word with Mr. Wright, too. Okay. I think I've seen just about everything in here.
Oh, Jesus. The whole thing is... Wow, okay. I didn't notice that was a speaker till just now.
This display shows all the evidence for the case.
Look, Apollo! He's got 3 televisions.
So do I.
He's a Twitch streamer.
Exactly.
Got it.
Here's
That's
Elgato
what he
Stream
does
Deck.
that chair. Now it makes sense.
Hey, don't look at those too closely. I'm still sorting out the details.
Each monitor shows evidence for a different case. He does them all at once. He does multi-track recording.
He does them all at once? All of his guitars?
I wish I had 3 TVs.
What would you possibly do with 3 television sets?
3 different magic.
I may look laid back and relaxed, but in reality, I'm quite busy, you know.
When?
I'm living life at turbo speed, doing magic, going to school, investigating
When did
cases.
she ever go to school?
But if I
Never.
had 3 big TVs,
I could abandon all of that and just watch TVs until my life descended into nothingness.
I could watch a magic video, do my homework, and catch a crime drama all at once.
I could binge Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon
And
all at the
Amazon
same
Prime.
time.
Until
The first
my
2
brain finished liquefying and came out of my sound hole.
The first 2 seem useful, I suppose. Okay, I think that's all there is, which means that I hope that we have enough information now to go to what's-his-face, Machi, and be like, here, take this.
Machi.
Do you have
You might
anything
want to
else
say
to
it.
say? Nothing
You might
else
want
to
to say
say?
it. You might want to say it.
We never. The term mouth now is so underrated in comparison. I feel like we've all
Okay.
been missing.
I know, right? July 9th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
Oh, goodness.
Looks like Machi is in questioning.
Huh, the police must have a Borginian interpreter. That's no fair. I wish we could talk to him. Our own client.
Guess we'll just have to come back later if we want to see him.
I guess so. Oh, darn it. Really? Okay, write anything, agency.
Dagnabbit.
Do you have anything else to talk to you about?
Before you
Ask
move on
me-
to a
ask
new
me
location,
anything,
I
Apollo.
might have to call it for me at this point.
Oh, okay, Russ.
Yeah, it's
we're-
actually, it's pretty
It's
close
midnight.
to...
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
It's
closing down in a
midnight.
minute here. I was hoping to get back to the trial because I feel like we're almost there. But I totally get it. No problem.
I mean,
so
we got a lump and the
we
term
got
sound
a
hole.
And a
lump.
sound hole. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel like this
What
is a
more could you
great
ask for?
stopping. Yeah, what more could you ask for
Could I
tonight?
ask for?
Arv?
Okay. Well, that's fine. We will because it's almost close to the end. I guess that'll mean that next time we'll finish up this last little bit and then move into the trial with at least a lot of evidence. At least we did not get stuck with running back and forth a bunch today. We were like, went to the
Yeah.
thing, do the stuff, went to the thing. I just felt bad that Zach didn't have more to say. Was worried about that with Rob, but then Rob got a bunch towards the end, and then Russ was there a lot at the beginning. And
Well, I
Dot
have a
was just
feeling
talking
if we're
about
in a
sound
trial
holes,
next, the
so.
judge is going to be yelling a lot.
Oh yeah, no, that's very true. Absolutely.
Shut up.
So shut up.
Zach has not left the courtroom this entire time.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So
That's where his heart
I,
is.
the,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
The judge has been doing another case.
he knows
Exactly.
where his truth lives.
So let me actually let me save it then. Where are you? Right there. Yes, save.
This is the first time in many sessions where you've actually saved with a full bar of life.
I know, it's amazing. I don't know what to do with this kind of full health. I will start as usual with the gentleman on the bottom of the row. Russo is enjoying hearing a lot from Valant Gamarier.
Russ, you're on the
Mamarier.
bottom again. How do you
Mamarier.
feel?
As mentioned in chat, he was a blend of 6 or 7 nationalities. He was truly a citizen of the world, and I enjoyed him.
It was cool. How'd you feel otherwise about things? Where will the folks see you next?
Things are good. Folks will see me here. I do a weekly, sometimes weekly, occasionally weekly Saturday show with my Second City team, Brother Bradley. So check out Brother Bradley Improv on Twitch. We do like 25-30 minutes of improv on Saturday nights at 7 Pacific time. And the rest of my comedy life has been canceled until it's permissible to make people laugh in person in human society.
Yeah.
Laughter has also been canceled for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I know exactly. But in the meantime,
we're all committing a crime tonight.
That's right.
But they can check you out on Twitter, presumably. And I believe we have. I think. Yes, we do. We do have everybody, including Russ should be up there, twitter.com/Russ Grubman, so you can follow him there. Thank you, Russ. Always a pleasure, my friend. And I will catch you very, very soon. Zach, this was good stuff. I'm sorry that you didn't, as I say, I'm sorry that you had such limited stuff to talk about this time. Next time, there will be a lot more, presumably. Although you did get some Darien in. I guess we did have some shark guy.
Darian.
So we got some Darwinian guy in there as well. To Twitch raid guy. How do you feel about stuff there, and where will we see the fine folks see you next?
It is always awesome to continue some Ace Attorney. Mostly in it for the laughs and the jokes that everyone else makes. We're just people. And
yes, we are. Just people.
Let's not forget
just
that.
people with sound holes. And the fine people will find me at other points later in the month on this channel doing vocalist things or Espergenesis.
Yes,
Espergenesis. When I was a child. Or
Genesis.
or on my channel where I think right now I'm playing when I am on Battlefront, Dark Souls, and the first Last of Us. So
the first of us, really.
The first of us, yeah.
That's not confusing at all.
Yeah, as opposed to the last of them or the first of them. Anyway, that's about it.
Grab your tissues, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very cool, man.
Yep.
Thanks as always, Zach, and I will catch you very soon on your channel or on mine. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, is that the right one, Russ? Twitch.tv/Brother Bradley Improv.
That's it. That's
Okay.
the one.
Good stuff, Shadow. Thanks, dude.
Yes, please
so you have to
follow.
check that out. Rob, for a while I was worried about you too, because I was like, you're just not talking. At least you got in a fair bit though for the last 45 minutes or so with your boy Gavin. So you got in a lot more with him at the end. How'd you feel?
Whatever his accent is.
Exactly, it kind of spins around a little bit. How'd you feel about today? Where will
British.
the lovely folks see you next?
Yes, you beautiful bastards, you all. I will be on my channel tomorrow night at a time that exists in the world. Twitch.tv/UC DarksideRob. I will also be posting more videos on YouTube probably this Friday and next Monday. So follow my channel if you want to see more of that stuff. I just posted some new stuff to Instagram, and you can follow me on Twitter, I guess, if that's a thing that you do. Maybe don't, because Twitter sucks, but just follow the good stuff on Twitter. I'll let you know when I find it. Twitter.com/UC DarksideRob. And I really wish we did this more than once a month. Right?
It's fun.
I could use this laughter a little bit, and I'm sure we all could use this laughter a little bit more than we currently do, which just means you all have to go and steal all the money from Arv's Patreon. No, add more funds to it so that we can do more of these shows.
Amen to that. Send more money and I will pay them more immediately.
Send money by way of arveneleron.tv or whatever that one is. But yeah, that's where I'll be. And I love hanging out with y'all and with this crew. It was a fun time. Good night.
Thanks, Rob. I'll catch you on your own channel. I will see you also on INB in a couple weeks. Week from Saturday, I think, is when we're up for it.
Yes.
Thanks,
someone
Rob.
will let me know. I'm sure I'll be sleeping.
Always appreciate it, Rob. And of course, it was great to see Dot, who got a lot of work today out of the sound hole. Out of the sound hole, sound hole
was put to work.
Oh, it's tired, y'all.
But it was
Trucy's Sound Hole Orchestra.
It was really something else. So how'd you feel about today? Mostly when you were talking to yourself. How did you feel about everything, Dot? And where would lovely folks see you next?
Is that different than any other day? No. Good. Very good. I was glad to be back. You're right, Rob. The laughter is stupendous. I'm Dot. You can find me online as Little Red Dot. I roll dice and I tell stories all over the place, including this channel quite frequently, with Infinity and Beyond, which is, I think, the next time you'll catch me on here. pretty sure.
I think that's right.
But I got a lot of other things. I'm closing out some shows this week, but you can catch me regularly on Saturdays playing some BTM. I can officially announce that I will be launching a Btm podcast that's coming in August. I can't say much more than that right now, but the announcement will be out soon. It's gonna be hella awesome. And then I'm doing some morning shows actually because I have an IRL job, but it doesn't start till later in the day. So you can catch me Tuesday and Thursday mornings for coffee and music and waking up with Dot, and then you can catch me Wednesday nights where I read bedtime stories and put all of us to bed.
Yay, that sounds very comforting. Exactly, I was going to say, sounds very comforting. Thank you so much, Dot. And again, the amazing Arvocalists. I do always have a real blast with these really talented people who are also really funny. And it's not easy to be funny and talented on cue and, instantaneously. And these folks always do that. So thank you so much, friends and wonderful, talented people.
In these difficult times, it's hard to be so talented.
in these troubled times.
And this gorgeous. Too.
To be this troubled. But thank you so much, Jack. Can we get some love
We're
for
cursed
Dot,
with beauty right now.
for Rob, for Zach, and for Russ. I will see all your lovely people in various ways soon. Thank you all so
Toodles,
much.
everyone. Ciao.
Bye for now. Stop share and goodbye. All right, so that is going to do it for me for this evening. A very busy day today of streaming, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of role-playing today, and a lot of laughs, and a lot of doing, all that kind of good stream stuff. So it was fun, and I hope you folks enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you did enjoy it, as I close out of Blue Sex, if you did enjoy it, I hope that you will support us. You can show that in just a second. I hope you will support us by checking out the YouTube. First of all, following the channel, checking out YouTube with !ArvTube. Yes, thank you, Echo Alpha. Thank you for reminding me about the nominations. We will do nominations, but just before I do that, !ArvTube for the YouTube, Discord, !ArvCord, Twitter, !ArvTweets, website for that, arvanelleron.com, financially, !ArvShop for the merchandise that you can get with both Adventures of Middle-earth and Infinity and Beyond. !ArvTreon is that Patreon right there, sitting at $3.43. That really is what allows me to pay the Arvocalists, and I want to pay them more, and I'd love to do another session of these a month, but I can't unless we have more funding. So more stuff with the with the Patreon would be helpful for that and other things. And that sub button right above that video window helps a lot too. Which we're currently sitting at about 67, 68 subs, I think, as well. So there's that also. And then last, the publishing stuff, !Icarus for my Icarus Jelinek graphic novels to pre-order from Athos Arts, !Library for Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e D&D sourcebook adventure. Right now, only one sale away from being a silver seller on DriveThruRPG, which would put it in the top 25% of products ever sold there, which would be pretty sweet. And then Greyshade KS for more details about my Greyshade Kickstarter. And the last thing I want to mention tonight before she shows off her thing and before we do nominations is, of course, the Black Lives Matter !BLM. Again, we are really trying to push the importance of this, and we're going to continue to do so because it's not something that's going to go away after a couple of weeks when everyone gets tired of it. That's not going to happen. So we need to keep talking about it and doing all that. So thank you so much, Shadowed. I appreciate it, man. Black Lives Matter, please go there and check out that list of not just resources and places to donate, but lists about resources for you, for allies, for people who want to talk about racism with younger people, with friends, and so forth. There's just a lot of really great resources there. So please consider going over and checking that out as well. Now, we are going to do nominations, but first, my daughter is going to show this drawing she did, and then she's going to go get ready for bed. So, that's cool. What is that?
A cowboy, basically.
It's just a cowboy?
Yeah.
A cowgirl, you mean?
Cowgirl.
Yeah. Cowgirl. Yay! Very nice. Very cool. Is that? Does she have a name? Is that anyone in particular?
I don't know. Carly? I don't know.
Carly the cowgirl. Because you were doing that most of the time that we were doing this. So.
Yeah, I also started this drawing.
Do you want to show that one too or no?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it is of Apollo and City, but no. No.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, thank you for hanging out.
I'm
all right.
Go sleep in the tent.
Oh, are you doing tent again tonight?
Well, still up. Why not?
That's fair enough. Yeah, we set up the tent in the backyard, so they've been there the last couple nights. I slept there a little bit the first night, and then not so much since, mostly because I get done late, and then I'm like, look, my bed. So that's what we've been doing with that. All right,
Besides, you
so
even fit on it with
that's true.
mommy.
We also don't fully. She speaks the truth. All right, so everyone say goodbye to little Arv before we do our nominations. Bye, my love. And there we go. That is going to be it for little Arv and her Mario hat. Oh, sweetie. Thank you. All right. So that is going to lead us to the last thing of the night, which is nominations, because we do need to do nominations. Thank you for reminding me, Echo. Normally I do this during the day, but I didn't have time because we were running over. So we're going to do this right now. So I'm just going to fire up ArvBot. There we go. Okay. And game should Arv play this month. Now I'm going to be doing this in 2 weeks. Tuesday, just about 2 weeks. Tuesday the 30th, I believe, is what we're looking at, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Tuesday the 30th. And here we go. So I will take nominations, please. I'll take the first 6 nominations. Let me know what games you would like to. Yeah, those. We have a really cool pop-up tent too. All right, we've got Kingdom Come Deliverance as choice number 1. Come Deliverance. All right, Growl Lancer 2, nonstop. Keep it. It's gonna happen someday, man. It's gonna happen. What else have we got for nominations for the chat chosen game of the month? Kingdom Come Deliverance and Growl Lancer 2, A Plague's Tale. Ah, is that the really freaky one that that Zach has been playing? I'm not sure if I would approve of that or not, because that's really pushing the envelope of a horror game for me, I mean. But I'll think about it more works. I'll consider it. Yeah, it's that rats one. Yeah, it's already on the queue, and you believe me, you are going to see it. There's no question you will see it. It's going to happen. It's coming. Trust me not. Trust me. It's definitely happening. Believe me. Okay, what else? We've got those. Yeah, I'm like, I'll see about that. It depends. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to go ahead with Plague's Tale. Not that it's bad. Don't get me wrong, by the way. It's just that I don't like being scared in games. So, yes, if game, PS3. Not really, because my PS3 is downstairs attached to the TV. So I would say if it's PS4, that's fine. If it's a game that's on PS4, if it's a game that is either a Sega Genesis game or a Sega Master System game, or a Game Boy Color or Advance game, or a Super Nintendo game, because I can play all those. If it's a Switch game, I can play those. Technically, if it's an Intellivision game, I can play that. Technically, if it's a Wii U remote, if it's a what do you call it, virtual console game, I could play that. Although I got to be perfectly honest, I really kind of want to be done with the Wii U because it doesn't capture super well, but I could do that maybe. So it's a PS1 Classic available for PS3 store. It's not available on the PS4 store or on Switch, because the Switch has a lot of stuff that you might have expected. Yeah, what is the game? Exactly, Rock On. Super Pop Scare, exactly. My favorite game. With infinitely respawning enemies and no save anywhere. Tomba. Yeah, and that's not available anywhere except PS3? Is Tomba only available on PS3? It's only on PS3, really? PS1, PS3. It says that it's available on PSP. See, the thing is, I have a PSP somewhere. I'd have to find it again, but I don't think I have any way to capture it. Persona 4 Golden on PC. Interesting. I will add that, my friend Rob. That would very much be a one and done. I watched you play Persona, and I'm like, dang, this game is long. Of course, that's Persona 5. It will take me 200 hours. Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I guess not then, Shadowed, because again, PS3 is just not really that accessible right now. That's too bad. If it were available anywhere else. I played and won Journey. I love Journey. I thought it was great. Soundtrack is beautiful. That's why I was so pumped to interview Austin Wintory a couple of years ago. Yeah, no, Journey. It's funny. I played Journey the same summer that I also played Bastion. Bastion obviously at the time was only Xbox, and I had an Xbox 360, and Journey of course was PlayStation, and I played that actually on my PS3. I found Journey to be extremely moving, and I had a big argument. I think it was with Foom, about how. I don't remember if it was Foom who was saying this or someone else who's just like, it's not a game. It's not even a game. It's blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. No. I don't want to play schizophrenia game. You love to watch me play an FPS game. You know what, Bulgaris? Wait, what just became available via Steam? Oh, Journey. Yeah, I saw that. I know if I hadn't already played it before, I would be interested, Shadowed, for sure, because I definitely thought it was a good game. But, Bulgaris, the first-person shooter game that actually I have played a little bit of Serious Sam. Back in the day, I played Unreal Tournament. The game that I've actually really enjoyed playing is first-person shooter is Destiny. I know that sounds bizarre, but I actually played a fair bit of Destiny on PS4, the Destiny 1. And then I got Destiny 2, and I haven't played much of it, mostly because I feel like it's a game you should probably play with other people. That is a game that I would love to play co-op. I would love to play Destiny co-op, because the thing is that I kind of am a sucker for space westerny feeling type games. And I do like now there are some jump scare things that happen in Destiny also, but it's kind of, the game is so fast paced that you don't really notice it. It's not one of those deals. So yeah. And I also loved the old Call of Duties. I actually played with Russ. I actually was talking to him about playing some PUBG, because I have played some PUBG before. That's a first-person shooter. Yeah. Because there are some good there are some good story-based aspects of Destiny 2 also, but it's the kind of thing that I would love to be able to play through, again, with someone, and kind of, enjoy the story, so. A short web puzzle-ish game, no one has to die. Wait, Witches is a puzzle game. Oh, Schizophrenia Sim is? Oh, interesting. Yeah, we should, it'd be cool, Rob, to play a little bit of. Have you played already a bunch of Destiny 2 or something, Rob? Because I'm curious. It would be fun to play like You, Me. Oh, No One Has to Die is a short web public. Okay. I will pick that. To live and let die. Good sex. Okay, good choices. First part of the story. Oh, Burner. Yeah, it was a fun one. It was definitely fun. Okay, this is a good list. Kingdom Come Deliverance. The only one I'm really shaky on is A Plague Tale. You know what, Marworks? Do you mind nominating somebody else? Do you mind? Do you want to nominate that instead of Plague's Tale? Because I've seen Zach play some Plague's Tale, and it's just very I just don't think it's my kind of game. Nothing wrong with the game style. It's just... So do you want to do that one? That Everyone's Gone to the Rapture? I've thought about God of War. I've actually thought about playing God of War 2018. I might like a game like that. You'd be surprised. I can play games like that sometimes. I like Horizon Zero Dawn and some other ones like that. Yeah, no, I'm... Are you nominating that for real? I would, I would consider that. That's something I might play a little bit later on. God of War 2018, which is only on... Is that only on PS4? Or is it on PC? It doesn't matter. I have both, but... How do I feel about Myst? I love the atmosphere of Myst. Myst is a game that I was completely immersed in. I loved the atmosphere of Myst. I adored it. A couple of the puzzles really ticked me off because they make no sense. Some of the puzzles. Okay. God of War is a great one. God of War 2018 is a game I've been thinking about anyway. It's not a game that I would play immediately, though, so if you put this on here, we'll go. Okay, so here's the thing. As long as you have a hint guide to get you through some of the puzzles that are just literally make no sense, I think Myst holds up beautifully. It's not fast-paced, but it's beautifully atmospheric. It really does a good job at building story. You really feel like you're picking up... You know what this reminds you of? Coven, tell me what you think about this. Event Zero, which was one of the ones that Coven guy proposed and I ended up playing. I feel like Myst is an example of almost, for me, a more successful Event Zero, except with the frustrations of an earlier game and with the frustrations of having really obnoxious puzzles. But the atmospheric quality of that is really, really cool. So Riven is a different game. Riven is the sequel, I think. Myst 2 is a better game. Riven. Yeah, I played some Riven. Riven was pretty solid. Myst 3, I don't remember at all. I do not remember. And it's a lot as long as you don't have the really frustrating, this makes no sense puzzle. Because here's the thing. Another thing I love about Myst is that Myst, then that world setup, is that it reminds me a lot of Metroid. The Metroid Prime games, which were about these explorations of cultures long since gone, and you like investigate them, and you it reminds me a lot of that, and I do love sort of found lore where you're assembling a story over time. So it's good stuff. Okay, yeah, but we'll think about those other ones for later on. But this is definitely a good list. All right, here we go, and poll is open. So the top 3 games, I have not played Real Myst. No, I don't even know. I've heard of it, I think, but I don't know anything about it. So yes, so please get in your votes now. Please vote now. Top 3 are going to win. They added in full 3D. Oh, did they really? Okay, neat, Miranda. I played Firewatch. I've played and streamed it, Bulgaris. If you go back to my YouTube channel, you'll see it. I liked Firewatch, except the ending pissed me off. The ending was obnoxious as hell. Other than the last literally 10 minutes, I thought Firewatch was great. But the last 10 minutes really angered me because it basically made me feel like the game was like, nope, you don't get to make your choices. Nope, we get to do... It felt like I had the rug ripped out from under me. So I really liked Firewatch up until the last 10 minutes. Still meant it was a game that I liked, but I was just like, can't do that, man. So I won't spoil it for people who haven't played it. It's still worth playing, though. Firewatch has a lot of good things going for it, for sure. Yeah, these are going to be good. I can see a really good setup of this. Look at this. God of War, Kingdom Come Deliverance, and No One Has to Die is going to be... That's going to be an interesting... And Groundlancer. Kingdom Come Deliverance and God of War 2018 is going to be an interesting battle. This is the June game. Yeah, I'm going to be playing this in 2 weeks. Yep. Interesting. Yeah, this is a tough one. I have no problem with any of these. At all. Poor everyone's gone to Rapture. You can get in a vote, Squire, unless you already voted. Did you vote? Oh, you did. You voted for God of War. Yeah. Mostly you guys just want me to do that so you can just hear me go, boy, 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 boy. Dad of boy. I'm never going to play Kingdom Come. Oh, so you want to see it played? Boy. Do check out Drogon. What is Drogon, Marworks? And I'm a little surprised, Rob. You know, I have some of the stuff that the developers... I don't know. Some of the kind of things surrounding Kingdom Come Deliverance annoyed me a little bit, but I would think that would be a game you'd be interested in checking out, no? No? Even though Skyrim is? Is it because it just doesn't have it's too, like, ultra-realistic type of thing, in quotes? I don't even know if it is, but allegedly realistic. It's not moddable enough, or what? Why is that? Okay. I can see that. Yeah. But yeah, tell me about Drogon at some point, because I'd be interested. Okay, we got 5 votes for Kingdom Come, but a father and daughter going to some Norway village. Sign me up. I, as a father, went with my daughter to a Norway village, except that it was when my wife was pregnant with her, with my daughter. I should play sometimes. I wonder if... Gosh. I'm gonna have to check that out. There's a Okay, I'm gonna have to do this later. I used to do a podcast with Mrs. Arv called Upon Further Review that review different things. This is before I was streaming on Twitch. And we did a film, which I still have somewhere, called Upon Further Review in Norway, when we went to Norway. And it was basically, and I edited it together, and it was like hour and 20-minute film, basically of us talking about different things. It was cool. I really liked Norway a lot. So when I was there for a conference, actually. But currently the Upon Further Review site is down, so I'm going to have to go check that out, man. It'll be interesting. Okay, so need to break the third place tie. Yes, we need to break the third place tie. Kingdom Come Deliverance and God of War will definitely be on there. But can we get someone to change their vote or add a vote to Growlancer 2 or No One Has to Die so that I can have one? Because I want to have 3 on that final list, not 4. So... Mod Oblivion. You couldn't stand Deliverance, yeah? So what do we think? We got a vote? We got a change vote going on? What do we got? It's a $ change vote. Space 5. If you want to do that, Bulgars. There we go. All right, so we have those two. Last call, last call, last call. And... all right. Close. Very close, nonstop, to getting Growlancer through. It's getting closer and closer. I predict next month it's going to end up on that final list. It's getting there. Okay. Kingdom Come Deliverance, God of War 2018, and No One Has to Die. If someone would be kind enough to put that together as a straw poll and then link it, up. Thank you, Echo Alpha. Echo is always Johnny in the spot. Thanks, Echo. I appreciate it, man. If someone would be so kind, one of the mods would be so kind as to put that on the next game list. Oh, no. Look, literally 629. Literally shadowed. Put it in 1 second after Echo Alpha did. Either one of those is fine. As long as we just link one of them. That's really funny. Okay. So we will clear that. We will do that. We will stop Arvbot. And we will end with that. I got VODs to watch. Okay. So good. So we have nominations done. So that means that this will be voted on next Tuesday. So next Tuesday is the final vote. In the meantime, yeah, we're gonna double check. Just link one of them. It doesn't matter to me which one. Either one is fine. Link up, I guess, Echoes for now, Shadowed, and then we can do with my thanks and appreciation for you having done yours. So that's where you're going to just make sure you get those, get it linked up. Once I see that it's linked up, then I'll be able to declare one way or the other. Thank you, Rudinell. Appreciate it. All right, so that's the one, folks. You can do that. Go to there and get that in, and I will close that down next Tuesday during my afternoon stream. So 12 to 3, we've got more Adventures of Middle-earth. That was a really fun session today, setting up for Airborne Adventures, so we'll have more of that on Tuesday. And when that's done, then we will wrap this up, and I will play that the week after. But now it is time for me to head off. I've already talked about all the things to do, so I will simply say this, which is... if you are not a sub, you're going to do this. The Arvanauts have landed, followed by Twitch Raid, lowercase Twitch, uppercase R, lowercase AID. If you are a sub, you're going to do that, which is Arvani. Yes, exactly. There we go. Which is something along those lines. When you actually do the raid. Oh, man. Which is the Arvanauts have landed, Arvani roar, etc., etc. So any of that would be very helpful. Once we head over to the place where we're going to do the raid, and I think the raid here. Let's see, we've got. And are you okay? All right, let's just see. All right. You know what? I'm going to do someone that I don't usually raid, but I've actually been on a panel with this guy. So I'm going to do, we're going to do a raid of this person. This guy actually wrote the Twitch book for dummies, believe it or not. So we're going to go over there, and he does some charity stuff, and I've been on a panel with him at Gen Con. Good guy. So we're going to go over there and give him a raid in just a sec. Once you are brought over there auto-magically. I want to thank everyone who made this an awesome stream tonight, and just all of you who are here for so much of the day and over on GOG. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Rudno, Coven Guy, Rock God, Shudden Mage. Not Shuddened Mage, Shadowed Mage. And I'll send you that message in Discord in just a minute, Shadowed. And of course, Jedi Burner. Been talking to Jedi Burner about something else, which is going to be helpful to the channel. I'm not going to mention what yet, but I will just say that there's some plans in place, so you will see what that is a little bit farther down the line. Want to thank the amazing subscribers as well: Arudino, Coven Guy, Rock God, Shadowed Mage, Jedi Burner, Echo Alpha, GC Darkside Rob, Nonstop, Marinda, Mrs. Dunsel, Trishy Metz, you Christensen. Also thank you to all the Patreon supporters in there as well. Thank you to my wonderful viewers: another TT viewer, Bulgaris, Commander Root, Jagtris, Leonsor, Marworks, Mex, Milkshakeson. Thank you to Owen Granberg. Thank you to Remastino, Snow Sable, Thicker, Uncle Elias, Universe, V&K, Video Store Cowboy, and Virgo Praz. Thank you to everyone who watched tonight, and thank you especially tonight to the amazing Arvocalists, Little Red Dot, Zach Clay, GC Darkside Rob, and Russ Guberman. Thank you to those amazing voice actors. More from them next month, but you'll see more of them individually as well. And remember, next time you'll see us on this channel will be tomorrow evening, Wednesday evening at 9 p.m. when we will be joined by Shadowed Mage as your DM, along with the amazing players Echo Alpha, X5, Rock God, and Hoodie, continuing with Dragon of Icespire Peak. But that's it for me. Thanks, everyone. Much love, and I will catch all of you people on the flip side. See you Wednesday night. Until then, stick around for the raid, and everyone, be good to each other. Have a good night.